Good Saturday night, evening of fights here in Kokomo, Indiana, Kokomo Event Center. We have a full house packed here tonight. I am joined by Chris, Lights Out Lytle, UFC veteran, and now a bare knuckle boxer. How's that going, buddy? You just had a fight?
My hands are still all right, so it was a great thing. It was a lot of fun, actually. Look forward to doing another one. Very different from this or from boxing, so something different. It's a new sport, but I actually had a great time doing it, and I'm sure I'll do it again.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, we have a lot of good fights here tonight. We have 10 fights, 6 amateur, 4 pro fights. We have 1 title fight in the Emmys that's happening tonight. The girls are back tonight. There's going to be a girl fight tonight, so that's always exciting.
Absolutely. You know what? No matter what, it seems like the girl fight always kind of dominates in the fans' eyes.
Yeah, the fans like that. And we are awaiting ring announcer Brady L. Davis down to the cage. I came up. I figured when I announced you was Chris Lights Out Lytle, I was going to go with Justin Lights On, but nobody's home on. But I don't know if that has the same ring to it.
No, I like what you did better.
Okay. Here comes Brady L. Davis to get us started tonight. We are Colosseum Combat, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy to be part of the B2 Digital.
Yeah.
It's a great step up for us, and it's going to lead to some great things, I believe.
Absolutely. I'm sure Brady's going to get us started here with the invocation and national anthem, and we're ready to start throwing leather.
Good evening, Kokomo. Welcome to the Kokomo Event and Conference Center for Colosseum Combat. Let me hear you make some noise, Kokomo! All right, we've got a great card lined up tonight. If you would please stand for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the invocation. Please remain standing for the invocation. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for bringing us together this evening to enjoy the sport that we all love so much. We thank you for the athletes, the coaches, and the gym owners that put in the tireless hours that we may enjoy such a sport. We ask that good sportsmanship and safety prevail this evening. We ask that you be with men and women of the armed forces at home and abroad. Give them Godspeed. They may complete their missions and return home safely to their families. And at the end of the evening, we ask that you give us safe roads and fair travels that we might make it home to our families as well. All this we ask in your Son, Jesus Christ's blessed name. Amen. All right, let's do this. Kokomo, are you ready?
All right, they waste no time. We'll go to Brady L. Davis as he announces the fighters coming out.
This is Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. We are ready for bout number 1 on the amateur card. Making his entrance to the red corner, Cito Nunez.
Here comes our first fighter to the cage. We have Jose Cito Nunez is making, he's 0-1 right now, and he's fighting Jordan Rivers, who's making his debut. So, you know, they always kind of start off with those fresh faces.
Sure, with the earlier ones, you build your way up with experience, obviously. So, 0-1 versus 0-0, you really don't know what you're getting here. Is that experience from having that one loss going to be enough to help him out in this fight? Is the guy who's 0-0 going to be, maybe he's a world leader. We don't know. So this is going to be a very interesting fight, which is going to be very difficult for us to decide who's going to win before him.
Right, yeah. And I will say the bonus for Cito Nunez is his fight was a decision, so he at least got 3 rounds in, which is a lot better than maybe losing in a minute or less.
100%, because there's no way you can recreate that adrenaline dump and how you're going to get tired. Some people just can't deal with that, and some people really can't. And when you do it for one time and then you do it for 2 times and for 3, it gets a lot easier every time. So I think Nunez does have at least an advantage in that aspect right now.
There you see Jose Cito Nunez.
And he is coming to us from Danville, Illinois.
And now making his way to the blue corner, Jordan Rivers.
I believe Jordan's also, he might be from Ohio, I'm not sure.
Jordan looks like it's from Indianapolis.
Is he? Okay. I knew. We have quite a few Ohio fighters, Illinois fighters on here tonight.
Nice. We got a little bit from all over the place.
Yeah. Well, like we were talking earlier with the B2 Fighting Series, Colosseum Combat, this is really the premier show in Indiana. And a lot of guys come from so far around just to come here and be a part of this. And, you look at the crowd. We have a packed house in here tonight.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. You can't get any better than this.
Now that he comes out, Jordan, I do see he is from IBJJ, and he does have some excellent trainers. That's a good camp.
Absolutely.
Nick Hyde is in his corner. James Klingerman. So I think he's going to come ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, funny story with Klingerman. Actually, when I was doing my jiu-jitsu, I started with in Indianapolis at Greg Eldridge when Klingerman was 19.
Wow.
And I actually watched Klingerman fight Shoney Carter up in Chicago, and I think James was maybe 19 or 20. And they went like 20-minute fight, and Klingerman ended up losing to Shoney back in, James is in his 30s now, so.
Yeah, geez, that was a long time ago.
Yep. And you see, I don't know if Shane Helvey's here tonight, who was a long-time Colosseum Combat MMA reporter here in Indiana. It's good to see him back at the fights.
Well, this has definitely got the makings of a good fight.
Yeah, I'm excited.
To watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46 here at the beautiful Kokomo Event and Conference Center.
A little bit of a bigger fighter.
Part of the B2 Fighting Series. Good director this evening, Dewana Holland. Assistant director, John Hawksby. Referee for this bout is Pat Davidson. Judges, Christian Keene, Jason Herman, and Jay Hunsa. Or timekeeper, Matthew Moore. Here we go. Fighting first. Out of the All-American Auto Service red corner, he is an independent freestyle fighter. Sponsored by Chuck and Cloud's Vape Shop, Simmons Tree Service, Easy Mart Tobacco, Oxnard Properties, and Kinsey's Fitness. Weighing in at 149.7 pounds with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss from Danville, Illinois, Cito, King of the Jungle, Nunez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Indiana Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, weighing in at 149.2 pounds, making his debut this evening from Houston, Texas, Jordan Rivers.
All right. I'm ready to get this show started off with a bang. Yeah, I'm excited. Both guys look in shape and ready to go. You're going to see a lot of referees in here tonight. They're doing some training tonight and recertification for a lot of the guys. And
touch their gloves there. Both guys looking pretty comfortable right now.
Would you think, since Rivers does train with IBJJ, that they would he's probably going to look for a takedown and maybe submission? Or
not necessarily. Like we were just talking about, Nick Hyde is in his corner. Nick Hyde is very well versed. He is very good on the ground, but he's an excellent kickboxer. So really hard to tell what is going to come out of this fight right now.
Well, nice spinning back
kick, which is nice.
Got that feeling out process right now.
Absolutely. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you get a guy who's fighting his first fight, and they just go in there and throw a ton of punches right away. They try and get rid of that nervous energy. That is not the case here. Jordan seems very calm, very relaxed. He's trying to actually read his opponent and figure out what he's trying to do.
And you see a lot of movement from Cito.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of good, sometimes a little bit of waste movement, it seems like.
Oh, nice right.
A little acknowledgement there. Yeah, I like that. You know, I'm expecting Jordan maybe look to explode a little bit more. He wasn't really explosive with his punch there. He gets a takedown.
Oh, he's actually got a
goes
guillotine
for a
with the
guillotine.
guard. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it locked
No, he
in there
doesn't
very
locked in,
well.
yep.
So he's got one arm guillotine. He does have the figure four of the body. Makes it hard for the man in the guard right there to posture up, but it really can't do much else with it. There's no submission from there. So what Jordan needs to do is he'd like to turn him, put his head into the fence right now and start landing some body head punches, body punches, something to loosen it up a little bit, Rick and pass guard. There he goes. He's got the head into the fence now, just like we talked about. That's going to make it to where Nunez cannot move his hips as well. His head is pressed up against the fence. He doesn't have that range of motion to be able to move as much.
And really, Nunez is in a good position over by his own corner where Rivers is all the way across the cage.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is true. However, what are they going to tell him at this point? Get
Right.
away from here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, I mean, all you can do is, get out of this position right now because your head's pinned up against that fence, so it's not a very good position for him to be in. Now, Jordan does have to capitalize on this by actually landing some good strikes to make this effective. Like right there, that was a good punch. Now he's got to be careful not to get caught in that triangle. Nunez is trying to control the wrist. That's exactly what he's trying to do, push that down, throw the leg over top.
And you pointed out he had a little bit of a size difference, and that was in length as well. He was a little bit taller, it looked like, than
yeah, he just looks like he'd be a little bit bigger of a fighter.
Yeah, those longer legs could pay off.
Now this is actually a little bit of a difficult round for me to call.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
that
one's in the books.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Jordan, to me, just didn't seem to be very explosive. They're very methodical with his movement, and let's see if that pays off in the later rounds. Both fighters still look, I mean, when I look over at Rivers, he doesn't look like he's even broke a sweat.
No, not at all. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that same thing.
He looks like he's, we might have to wake him up.
Yeah.
Hey, you're fighting next. Oh, me? Okay. Not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed so relaxed in there, and then, like you said, he did everything right, turned him to the corner, pinned his head up.
He looked like to me he was being very smart about not wasting energy. Sometimes people go in there, they throw too much too early, and it kind of wipes them out. He did not appear to be doing it. He's nice and relaxed sitting on his stool. On the other hand, Nunez is over here standing up.
Yeah.
We'll see who comes out stronger in the second round. Well, it definitely looked there like Rivers wanted to do more of the takedown as opposed to stand up. So it looked like you were right on that one.
Well, that's the beauty of having the fight camp where you have some strong strikers and grapplers. I mean, you're comfortable anywhere.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if Rivers looked at the fight that, hey, I have a better chance when this on the ground, or if maybe he just prefers to be on the ground.
Yeah.
I think we'll find that out as the fight goes on. One thing is he's extremely relaxed out there.
Very.
He's bouncing around on the outside a little bit. Looks like he has a length advantage. I think he should stand out and maybe throw some jabs and kicks.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I think we saw him throw that spinning back kick earlier. That was the only time, we really saw that. And he's not doing a lot of kicks to maybe create some distance. And there goes one.
And look what happened. It was very successful. I'm not sure why he's not continuing to do that. And there is always some jabs trying to stand outside. That right there, what we're just talking about, is what he needs to be doing. And when he does it, he's having success.
Little kick from Rivers that time.
You can tell Rivers is looking to get the fight to the ground again now. Just waiting for the right time. He doesn't want to walk into that knee.
What are those little ankle kicks? Is that just creating some space, getting you worried
really
about?
What you're doing is you're not really trying to hurt your guy. You're trying to throw him off a little bit, get him looking for that, not looking for the punch coming out or the kick coming out.
I think that one got more glove than anything, but it had a nice sound.
Great, didn't it? Those little kicks are more setups.
We're starting to see him pick it up now in the second half of
liking it. There we go. Both sides. I'm seeing both these guys are switching stances sometimes. Right hand, left hand. This is a little unorthodox for guys who are switching stances like that.
You can start to see Nunez wanting to do some more spinning kicks and some more just odd angle.
Rivers there with a nice leg kick.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another spinning back kick here in a second.
I'm a little surprised we haven't seen Rivers try to take that attempt.
Well, they kind of had a little burst there for a minute. Now they're back to that feeling out process.
Seems like there's a lot of feints going on.
There he goes.
That takedown I talked about earlier. You know what? It just seems like it's very easy for him to get that takedown.
Yeah. But now he's got to do something with it. You know, that's what the judge is going to look for is, okay, you got the takedown. Now let's see what the result is from that takedown. Hopefully he can get a guard pass and maybe land some punches.
Yeah, I mean, he's landed a couple punches to the body, but nothing really meaningful at this point. Nunez is trying to hold the body triangle like I talked about, and that basically just keeps Jordan on top of him. You're not able to get a submission from there, or you're not really able to get him off you from there. So.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Nunez's submission skills are really right now. It's not like he looked like he was going for a triangle in that first round.
Yeah.
He didn't really look to maybe sweep or attack from that position either.
Well, that's another of these problems with 3-minute rounds. They're spending a minute and a half. This time, about 2 minutes on their feet. They go to the ground for a little bit, and you don't really have too much time to set up a triangle chip.
Yeah. Again, after 2 rounds, Rivers still doesn't look very sweaty.
I know.
I'm telling you.
We'll see what happens in this 3rd round. Hopefully,
about a hand where your ring card goes
explode and let it all hang out.
Yeah, no doubt. Because you know what? Right now, this is a toss-up.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by any judging card, whatever they say, because I could see it either way. If I were the person judging right now, I'd probably give it to Rivers. I think he's kind of, in a close fight, he is getting the takedown and he's landing some punches from there. But, I mean, I can see them saying he's not winning the stand-up.
Exactly.
Would like to thank Oscar's Pizza, by the way. They've been a great sponsor here, one of the best pizzas in town, long-time sponsor.
Always.
Thank you so much, Oscar's.
They just had a local pizza competition at Kokomo, and Oscar's finished in 2nd, unfortunately. But
who won it?
Pizza King.
Okay,
yeah.
well.
But Oscar's is still the best. You get double the pizza for same price, man. I'm telling you. All right, here we go.
Let's see what we have here. Come on, let's see the 3rd round.
I like to see some.
Nunez comes out throwing a lot of jabs.
And this really could be whoever's more explosive in this round is going to win it. So.
Absolutely. Good counter right hand by Rivers. So Nunez did throw 3 or 4 jabs there. I didn't see any of them land, though. So.
Another takedown. This one's a little bit earlier.
As he becomes aggressive, open himself over the takedown. He's trying to take
inside trip, yeah.
Good defense there by Nunez. Denied both takedown attempts. Put some knees in there, fellas. He spins them around. The knee is not letting. Rivers keeps trying to do that inside trip, but he's not really committing to it. He's kind of halfway doing it. Now he locks up a leg.
In amateur, I do know you cannot knee to the head. You can kick to the head. This is a good position for Rivers if he can clear that leg.
Side-mounted on him.
Yeah, if he can clear that leg, and I tell you right now, you see Nunez holding on to that triangle. If he trains at Klingerman's or the
choke,
he
knows the Von Flue.
He knows the Von Flue if he trains at Klingerman's. That's absolutely right.
Game over right there. Now the one thing he does have to his advantage, his back's against the fence. Very difficult to get the Von Flue from there. But if he can pull him out, Von Flue all day. Now I'm surprised right there. Rivers seems like he pushed his hand off and say, "I don't want the Von Flue." Maybe he doesn't want to put himself in. He's just going to try ground and pound and win this round.
He's trying to pin down that arm.
Yep. He's in half guard right now, and a lot of times when you're in half guard, it is very easy to do ground and pound. So a lot of good wrestlers will try and stay in that position. They can pin the hips, they can pin the head against the ground, they can pin their face against the cage and just land punches.
Well, you can tell that Rivers has the grappling advantage in this fight right now.
Well, he definitely has a wrestling advantage, and so he's on top, and he doesn't.
Looks like he's established a position here, and
he's going for the mount. But he was unable to get them out. But he's very happy to be in half guard, just landing punches. Now here's a situation where Nunez is trying to throw punches from bottom, and if you can really ever pay attention, see the guy on bottom throwing punches and the guy on top throwing punches, whose are harder and whose are better. It's 99% of the time it's going to be the guy on top.
And you know, Nunez was able to recover guard there, which is, you know, good for him in this position. But
sure,
I'd like to see him start maybe trying to attack an arm or.
Yeah. Well, here's another problem. He's continuing to go with the closed guard.
Yep.
Closed guard is great to hold position, but you really can't sweep a guy or finish him from there. So you have to open up if you want to try and win the fight. He's opened it up now. I think but now he closed it back up. So, I mean, this is the one round I would say, without a doubt, you got to give it to Jordan Rivers.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this may have just sealed the deal for him too as well.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see what the scorecards give us.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this one. There you see the guys' sportsmanship is the great thing here. Both guys just went out there and fought each other tough, and now they're shaking hands. And you see Nunez getting checked out by the doctor as well. We're awaiting the judge's decisions. This should be pretty interesting. We got our commissioner calculating. You know, there wasn't a lot of devastating action in that fight, but they were always moving. They were always trying to do something. And again, this is an 0-1 guy with the guy making his debut. So we'll see. You know, as they continue to progress, where they go from here. But great way to start off the B2 Digital Fighting Series Colosseum Combat here in Kokomo, Indiana, Kokomo Event Center. Like I said, Colosseum Combat is one of the few MMA shows still around here in Indiana. They hold about 6 or 7 a year, and guys clamor to get on this show. Taking a minute to tally up these scores, it could be very interesting on how this plays out. Brady L. Davis has the scores in now, and let's go to him for the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, with our first bout of the evening going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28 Nunez. Judge number 2 scores the bout 29-28 Rivers. Judge number 3 scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Jordan Rivers.
Well, there we go. That was a tough one to score. Nunez is upset, but he really doesn't have anything to be upset about. He had a great show.
Good fight. It seemed there that you really felt like you had the wrestling advantage in that fight. Was that your game plan? Go us through what was the game plan for the fight was.
I really didn't have a game plan, just whatever he gave me, I guess. And then that's just what he gave me.
So it looked like, were you enjoying the stand-up portion? Were you more enjoying the ground? What was it that you saw that let you think that I need to get this fight to the ground?
Well, just after I got that first takedown, I felt like I could get it because I got everyone that I kind of tried, except for the last one. He really defended good, and so I had to try a little harder to get it.
Well, cool. What can we expect for the next time? Or do you want to fight here again? What are your plans for the future?
Yeah, probably, if not the November one, maybe the one after that or something. But I just wanted to stay active. Yeah.
Well, cool. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much.
All right. There you heard Chris, Lights Out Lytle, UFC veteran, hopefully future Hall of Famer, with the interview with our winner.
Are we having fun yet, Kokomo?
Tough score.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I am sure that last round definitely.
Right, here we go. We are ready for bout number 2.
And like we said earlier, you never know what the judges are seeing.
Making his entrance to the red corner, Blaine Hodges.
Okay.
We move on to our second event. We have 27-year-old Blaine Hodges. He's 8-3-0 in AME, and he's going against Cody Harris, who's 8-10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we have an awful lot of fights.
Yeah, right there with the Amis. You go from 0-1 with the first two to
How many fights do we have between these guys?
we got 16 and
30 fights?
Yeah, 16. All right.
Quite a bit difference here. So that was a good first fight we had.
Yeah, that was a great first fight. Like I said, yeah. And I mean, neither guy had. Nunez seemed a little bit disappointed, but I don't think he had anything to be upset about.
No, I mean, in split decision, I thought that was probably what it was going to be. You never really know how these fights are being scored, and they were very close rounds out of them. So the last round was definitely Rivers, but besides that, who knows?
Yep, yeah, for sure.
So I am looking forward to this fight as well. Like you said, these amateurs have 11 and 19 fights. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot of fight for amateurs. So we should see a difference here. Let's see if we do.
Right, and you can see here on the screen, Blaine trains with the Carlson Gracie School. So, we'll see what his grappling is like. I mean, these days I don't think there's any true jiu-jitsu guys anymore, or true boxing guys, or true. It seems like everybody is really good at something, and just because they go to a jiu-jitsu school doesn't mean that's their.
Well, diversity is the name of the game here. If you're not a well-diverse team, well-diverse school, you're not going to put on a lot of good fighters. You might have a couple good jiu-jitsu guys, you might have some good boxers. You're not going to have a lot of good MMA guys unless you diversify. You're going to have a boxing coach, a kickboxing coach, a grappling coach. You have to have everything.
And now making his entrance to the blue corner, Cody Harris.
And here we have Cody Harris coming in the cage. He's 27 years old also. Like I said, he's 8-10. He's actually on a 4-fight losing streak here. His last fight was back in August, and he lost a unanimous decision there. So he's looking to bounce back and try to get out of that skid, and hopefully, he can do that tonight.
Yeah, well, he desperately needs this win. So there's nothing like that really when your back is against the wall to say, I have to win this fight, or you have to start looking at other avenues. Maybe this isn't the sport.
Exactly.
If you're losing 5 in a row, it's going to be rough to come back.
That is.
Unless you're Van Boe.
Yeah, and that guy's changed around. We'll see him.
He's done a lot of good things.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll see him in the next Colosseum Combat as well.
I imagine we would.
There you see Cody.
Now, Cody is from, as you can see there, Cincinnati, Ohio. Fight MMA. Good to have him over here from Cincinnati.
Yeah, and I know Blaine said he was fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. He's also been in the Ohio fight scene as well. So, like I said, I love bringing these guys here into Kokomo, Indiana, and to the B2 Fighting Series and Colosseum Combat. Like I said, everybody's wanting to get in here. It's a great show, and Mark Slater puts on great fights. And I think it speaks volumes when you have guys coming from other states to do this.
Well, yeah, look at the card. There's people from all over the place.
Absolutely.
It's very nice. So, yeah, I definitely like the fact that we can get a lot of people from the Midwest.
Yeah,
We want to be a stronghold in the Midwest. Good fighters come out of here, and we want to be the place that, kind of produces these good
Ladies
fighters.
and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Your referee, Brandon Gallo. Your judges, Scott Jones, Jay Hunsucker, and Skylar Slay. Your timekeeper, Christian Keene. How about a round of applause for our ring card girl, Sam? This is Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. We are ready for the next bout on the card. Fighting first, out of the Barlow's Beard Butter red corner. He is trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing Carlson Gracie, Northern Kentucky, weighing in at 154.8 pounds, with a record of 8 wins and 3 losses. From Cincinnati, Ohio, Blaine Skywalker Hodges.
So there you heard Brady Davis say he was from Cincinnati as well.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Team Fight, weighing in 155.1 pounds with a record of 8 wins and 10 losses. Also from Cincinnati, Cody Hostile Harris.
We got 2 guys that live maybe less than half an hour away from each other, driving to Kokomo, Indiana to fight each other here. Can't beat that.
Yeah, we got like that. Good for these guys. I've done that before. Remember, I fought, I think, Shody Carter over in Japan. Like, we lived 3 hours away. We flew 15 hours.
Here we go.
Touch of gloves right here. Okay. Looks like Blaine is going to be traditional right-handed, as is Cody Harris. So this should be a good one. No, actually, Cody is southpaw.
Yeah, he's in southpaw stance right now.
He spun around him. Okay. Southpaw versus right hand.
What is the difference from a fighter standpoint when you're going to get somebody left? Is it that big of a deal? Oh, a little spinning kick.
Right onto his back. And Cody is in a bad situation right now already. Jeez. Blaine has good hooks in right now. He's got his back. He's
going to sink in this. That choke is deep already. There's the tap right there.
Wow.
Wow, you see Blaine Rogers with that tap right off the bat. Good rear naked choke.
Wow. Good fight for him.
Great fight for him.
What? What's it that easy? That's it? That's it.
There you hear Blaine Rogers in his corner talking to his corner, saying it was that easy. Once he threw that spinning back kick, Hodges jumped right on him, and it was over. You can see a replay. There's a spinning kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 46 seconds in the first round, your winner by tap out near the rear naked choke, Blaine Skywalker Hodges.
Let's go up to Chris Lights Out Lido with our winner.
All right, fantastic, excellent submission. Congratulations. So that was a very interesting takedown you did. Is it something you work on, or you just saw it and jumped on his back?
I mean, he went for that spinning attack, and I saw his back exposed. I like hopping the back against the cage, but you know, it was just there. It was just a reaction.
Sure. Okay. Now I believe your record now is 9-3 as an amateur. Are you going to try and continue as an amateur, or is it about time to take a step to turn pro? What's on the plans for you next?
You know, I've had a rough couple losses and a lot of injuries, so you know, maybe one more amateur fight. It's up to my coaches, man. You know, I trust in their guidance, I trust in their instruction, and I trust in how they see me in here. So I just want to leave that up to them. You know what I mean? I'm just here to fight.
I like the answer, and hey, look forward to seeing you fight again, whether that's pro or amateur, and good luck. I can't wait to see you fight again.
Can I get a quick second, Chris? Thank you. Just a quick thing, guys. You know, I lost my grandpa a couple months ago. He basically raised me. It was really hard to get in here tonight clear-headed. But whatever it is in life, you know, it's okay to let someone go. It's okay to let things go in here and move on. And I just want to thank everyone here for being a part of this chapter in my life. So you guys have a good night and enjoy the rest of the fights.
What a great message. What a great message from Blaine Hodges. And good for him for stepping back up and getting in here and doing this part of his life. That's great. There you see that spinning back kick again. He takes that back right away. Once he got his back, it was just a matter of sinking in that choke.
Absolutely. You know, when you jump on
Here we go, moving right along. We are ready for the next bout on the amateur card. Making his entrance to the red corner, Kaim Walker.
All right. I'm super excited for this fight. You've got Angelo Robles on this, going against KM Walker.
Wow.
Both guys are undefeated right now.
And Walker was here last time. I remember talking about how calm he was and how good he looked, and he definitely didn't look like it was first fight. So I can't wait to see this fight as well.
Yeah, and you know, Robles is I'm kind of partial to him right now. I don't know him personally, but I know he wrestles at the University of Indianapolis, I believe, and with my nephew.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's and he may not still be on the team down there. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I know he was wrestling down in University of Indianapolis with him, and so the wrestling is going to be, his wrestling will be on point for sure.
Then wow, these are two very, very good gyms from the Indianapolis area. So
yeah.
this is not just a battle of two guys out here. This is a battle of gyms in Indianapolis. So there's a lot of pride on the line right here. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this fight.
Yeah. You know who else was, I bet, is really excited? The people who were at, Charlie's Philly cheesesteaks in Kokomo. There's nothing better than a loaded Philly cheesesteaks from Charlie. They've been a long-time sponsor. I like to thank them.
And now making his entrance to the blue corner, Angelo Robles.
Yeah, no, University of Indianapolis has really put out some really good wrestlers in the last 2 years. You know, they were kind of a step down, I think, for a while, but they're really tough right now, and they've put out some really good wrestlers. So if he's involved with that program, he's definitely a high-level wrestler.
Yeah. I know my family that knows him. They're excited about this fight. So, and again, another IBJJA guy with Klingerman and.
But you can definitely tell. Look at these two guys. These guys are in very good shape.
This is going to be a good fight, yeah.
I mean, these guys are people I definitely anticipate both of those guys being pro before too long.
Yep.
I don't see them being like the last guys, 19 fights as amateur. I can see it more being like 4 or 5 fights. I'm going pro, getting paid, and doing well.
And Robles may depend on his wrestling right now when he goes pro or doesn't, but. We talked about this last time. A lot of the guys that get into wrestling and then kind of use that to catapult them to this MMA and the next level.
It's an amazing thing. It didn't used to be the case. People did MMA because there's nowhere to go in wrestling. Now guys get into wrestling for MMA.
For MMA, yeah, absolutely.
It's very interesting.
We are ready for bout number 3 on the card.
Davis.
Your referee, Pat Davidson. Judges, Skylar Slay, Seth Ratcliffe, and Christian Keene. Timekeeper, Josh Stewart. Once again, this is Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Fighting Series. We are ready for this bout, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Fighting first, out of the Scared Rabbit red corner. He's trained in boxing, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai, representing top-level gym, weighing in at 145.6 pounds, with an undefeated record of 1 win and 0 losses. From Indianapolis, Kaim Walker!
And you hear the crowd cheering for him.
He brought him.
And I think it's going to be equal on this other
His
side.
opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Team James Klingerman, weighing in at 145.4 pounds, also undefeated with a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. From Canby, Indiana, Angelo Tiger Robles Jr.
Correct there. Wow.
This fight right here is worth the price of admission.
You're not kidding. Let's see what happens. Angelo already has that left hand up high. He's ready for that punch. All right. Right-handed versus a left-handed fighter again. You asked me last time, is that different? Absolutely. It's like everything's backwards when you're going versus left-handed, yeah, when you're right-handed. Angelo's definitely moving around a lot more. Walker's hands down, very relaxed, almost arrogant in a way, trying to bring him in so he can land a big punch. Ooh, good right-handed attempt, didn't land.
Oh, got a little showboating going on in there.
I would not be surprised to see Angelo try and get a takedown pretty quick. Probably going to throw a quick left hand right into a single leg, what I would bet.
It's almost like Walker's baiting him into
exactly. Put his hands down.
Nice right hand by Walker there.
There's that. I knew he was going to try and get that shot. Very good sprawl by Walker right there. He's going to make sure he doesn't give him the secondary shot.
For a knee right here.
Right now.
Walker's looking pretty good right now, pushing him away.
Absolutely. He's got to learn how to counter that as well, though. He can't do it just by not getting hit.
Yeah, and you can see there's some blood on Robles there. I don't know if that's coming from his ear or
it looks like it's coming from his
maybe
ear.
like a scratch.
That is a good thing, though, as far as being that high level of wrestler. He's going to be in phenomenal shape as well. So,
it's a nice little left from Robles.
Robles likes to jump in and out, try and stick and move, where it looks like Walker just wanting to land that one big punch. He lands, I think it's going to be problems.
I'm almost wanting to watch this more than I am talk about it. This is such a
very unconventional and unorthodox stand-up for Angelo. He kind of keeps that left arm out there, really not protected.
Nice kick.
Now we're going to see something different.
Yes.
A wrestler on his back. Now, is he really coming? Oh, look at that. He's transitioning well.
There you go.
Big right
Let's see
hand
the
land
ground
by
and
Walker.
pound. And the big difference with this fight and that first fight we've already seen a lot more action on this ground than
Yeah, with a couple punches. Triangle attempt, trying to be set up there. Walker is having none of it. Look at that wrist control right there. That's what the name of the game is when it comes to wrestling or
30
jiu-jitsu.
seconds.
you can see
On
Robles
margin.
trying to swing around, maybe look for an arm.
Yep. He's done a good job of trapping Walker's on it. Walker's just like being very powerful, very tough right here.
Yeah, and you see the difference with Robles not closing off those legs and not keeping him held in there.
See,
It's
he's wide open. That's how you create offense. You create submission. And you notice the difference right here, how Walker is posturing up to land big punches.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Man,
very good first round for Walker.
yeah, it was, that was still a little difficult to call that round for me.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
give
so.
it to Walker, but, you know,
Well, he was able to stuff a takedown.
and
land
get
a
on
little
top, land a few ground and pounds. Like I said, Enzo's guard was very active,
Very,
so very
very
difficult right there. I would definitely give the advantage to Walker. That was a good one.
Yeah, hey, and that's what I was hoping this round would be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, while we have a minute, we can talk about the Elbow Room, who's a longtime sponsor here, and actually the after party tonight is at Moe's Tavern, which is a spinoff of Elbow Room, owned by the same
Right,
people,
okay, cool.
just a little bit bigger place. But there you see the Elbow Room right there,
We also have one more gym.
and that's where they held the weigh-ins last night.
See, it all ties in.
Everything ties in together, and I tell you what, the local people around here take care of these sponsors, and it's a good thing to have. All right, I'm ready for round two.
Once again, Walker just seems very calm and relaxed. He doesn't seem to be.
What would you like to see out of Robles this round?
I definitely like to see him try and get more takedowns in there. I mean, I think that's kind of his bread and butter. He got caught in the front headlock last time, and you think he would be able to get out of that and get the takedown still. He needs to not only do one takedown attempt, but though 2 or 3 different takedown attempts. Keep pushing after the first takedown gets stuffed. Chain wrestling.
It was almost like the only takedown was when he did throw that kick to the body, and
Yeah, exactly.
Walker's trying to elevate there. And,
Wow. Definitely not what I expected.
no, me neither.
What happened?
I don't know.
That was awkward. I'm not sure.
That was a little bit of. Hey, it's to protect yourself at all times,
Exactly. The referee told them to fight, and they're
Yeah.
kind of high five and look at each other.
right? I'd like to know what happened over here in this corner.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of stopped and both agreed to go back to the middle.
High low.
Yeah, you were actually seeing Walker go in for the takedown on that one, man. It was
Yeah, almost got it.
yeah, he did.
So like I said, I'd like to see Angelo, when he does shoot that single, continue to push through. Not one move, but several.
I tell you what, Walker's looking for that big
He's
right
looking
hand.
to land that big right hand and end the fight with one punch. He needed to throw some knees right here. No knees are being thrown. The push off.
Go, Walker. Donnie.
Walker is a strong guy, man. He's throwing Robles around pretty easily when they break up from the
Looks like
clinch.
there's a big scratch on. Good right hand.
Was that a knockdown or a push down? It couldn't.
It's hard to tell right there, but it was a. You can just tell the strength you were talking about earlier. And that's what I'm talking about. He needs to push through
Robles
that.
seems okay.
Yeah, he needs to push through that and continue to go for the takedown. He needs to bring these together better.
Touch him or take him down. Touch him.
I don't think he should trade punches with Walker anymore.
No.
When you come in behind some punches and go right for the shot.
It was hard to tell from our angle if that was a knockdown or maybe a push down, but either way, that's going to score points.
And he definitely just appears the more physically strong fighter.
Yep.
50 seconds. 1-2.
Looks like Walker's having some footing issues maybe a little bit.
It looks like maybe a slick out there.
Yeah.
Here you go. Get your rhythm, buddy.
Nice leg kick right there.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh, Robles was going for the home run on that one.
30 seconds.
Wow, that stand-up style is very awkward.
20 seconds.
I can see it's given Walker a little bit of trouble to try and figure it out and to solve this matrix.
Oh, nice right hand from both fighters. There's the end of that round.
You know, wow, crowd's really liking this.
Yeah, they are. You can tell there seems to be a little bad blood. I don't know if that's from the gyms, maybe competing.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Is that it?
Now, to me, right there's a couple of positions where Walker seems to be able to throw some knees in there. He's not even attempting them. There's a perfect position, perfect opportunity. He could unload that right knee. That would really do some damage to Angelo, but he's just not pull the trigger at this point.
Well, I really think, personally, that Robles needs to do something big in this round if he wants to win this fight.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, these rounds have been close.
They have been.
It's very hard to tell. I would not be surprised with a split decision again, depending on what happens this round. Yeah, I definitely like to see Robles trying to get more continuous takedown attempts. It was a little surprising to see Walker grab the leg, almost had the takedown at the end of the round.
Right.
Strong to be lifted about pretty easily.
Yeah, he did. Here we go for round 3. I think you're
Definitely behind it.
Yeah, they may not be able to hear us talk.
Third and final round. Make some noise for these two.
Walker doesn't seem to like what's going on.
They fooled me once, shame on you, right?
He got hit him last time after that.
Looks like when Robles throws, he's just kind of rushing in for a quick little.
It seems like he's trying to touch, looking for that takedown.
Oh, nice right hand there from Robles.
Yeah. Looks like he's kind of a little quicker though.
Oh,
man, Walker is quick and he's able to get out of the back positions very easily.
nice kick. Well, you're starting to see Robles push it a little bit more.
Yep. Got to be careful. Doesn't end in a big walk into big right hand doing that. Keep that moving. 2 minutes.
I'd like to see another leg kick right there from Robles. There it is.
Maybe you should be coaching.
Yeah, he's
good shot.
he's in deep on that one. Let's see if he
It's going to
can.
be hard to stop this takedown. He's pretty much virtually taken down right now. I don't see how he's
That fence is the only thing holding him up.
Yeah. Man.
See if he can take his back. He's got a little back control now. If he can get these hooks in, maybe.
Wow. And Walker, that just shows a strength right there.
That's strength, yeah, pure strength.
He's using the cage, but he got right back to his feet.
Little ankle pick there.
Uh-oh.
He made that.
Got his back. Still have a long time to go in this round.
Yeah, you got a minute and a half.
See, looks like Walker taking some deep breaths right there. Doing a good job getting his leg out. If he could mule cook that left leg out, that'd be very helpful right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'd like to see Robles throw some more punches.
Got him flattened out right now.
Those are good punches right there. This may.
Can't see. Doesn't got him to the chin. Figure 4 the body. Body triangle, very difficult to get out. Now what Walker's got to do is push over, go to the other side.
Put pressure on that foot.
Pressure on the foot. He's trying to turn the wrong way right now. He's going to his left. He needs to go to his right. Go away from the cage right now. A lot of those punches are not really doing any damage or not landing, but they are adding up in the scorebooks.
Yeah, and really with that first and second round, who knows how that scored. I mean, this is definitely a Robles round here.
I would not be surprised for another split decision. It is going to be very difficult to get out of this, and it's going to be virtually impossible if he doesn't push to the other side. 15 seconds.
I would like to see Robles really try to work that choke if he could.
Yeah, I think right now he thinks his best option is just to keep throwing punches. We got Walker saying, no, these aren't landing. It's really not, but they're winning. All right, man.
They weren't damaging, but...
let's see what we get from the judges.
Yeah, still should be interesting. Either way, somebody tonight is going to be happy and somebody is not. As they're going through some of the judges' scorecards, we could look at maybe some of the replays there on the There you see that takedown.
Go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Judge number 1 scores about 29-28, Robles. Judge number 2 and judge number 3, 28-28, a draw. Your decision is a majority draw.
So we end up with a majority draw. Let's go with Chris, lights out Lytle. And,
Okay.
we may have to run this back.
Very tough decision right here. We got a draw. Can you tell me your thoughts on the fight? How did you feel going in there, and what do you think? Okay. Can you tell us what your thoughts are on the fight right now?
Close. I mean, I don't know. I had the third round good. Other 2 rounds were sketchy, so I don't know, man. I gave him my all. I know he gave it his all. Put on a show. That's all he can ask for.
Were you surprised to stop here and take down your very good accomplished wrestler, and he did a good job of stopping that?
I think he fought at 165 once, but then again, I was also in Japan where they had no weight class,
Right.
unlimited, so that was interesting back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
When there was no.
And now making her way to the blue corner, Tiffany Varney.
Here you see Tiffany Varney coming out. Like I said, she's making her debut.
Not real sure what to think of her, but like you said, she does turn out for the camp.
Yeah. And I was talking with a few of the guys before the show tonight, and I started refereeing back before sanctioning came in.
Sure.
And there's still a lot of guys fighting from that time period stuff. And I used to joke and say I was going to make a drinking game out of the old shows when you hear people in the crowd say, stand up, just stand up, punch them in the face, and guys showing up in basketball shorts to fight. And you can just tell from the quality of MMA in Indiana now is, even in the last 5 years, has just grown by leaps and bounds.
It's amazing, like you're talking about. We'll have fighters coming in with their pro debut and they're wearing these fight shorts with sponsors on them.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get sponsors?
Exactly.
It's tough to get sponsors back in the day when you were pro in the UFC. Now you're getting sponsors before you've had an amateur fight. How is this possible? That is the growth of the sport.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's the point I'm trying to make is the growth of the sport is amazing, and it's great to see. And used to, you'd have 2 guys come in and fight, and they may just got off work an hour earlier, and now these guys are training day in and day out.
Exactly. 5, 6 days a week. Talking about that, we talked about how fighters come in with sponsors. Like to thank S&J Drains, they're a new sponsor, so that's fantastic. They're on board. Hopefully they can continue to be top of the line auto detail. Go see Zach McKillop and his crew to have your trucker car detail. They've been a long time.
Your referee for this bout, Trent Genosa. Judges, Daniel Zimba, Josh Stewart Parker. Your timekeeper, Rob Madrigal. Again, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the strawweight division. Fighting first out of the Barker's B&K red corner. She is trained in jiu-jitsu and goatee kickboxing, representing Iron Horse Martial Arts, sponsored by Petty Lounge Nail Salon, weighing in at 115.3 pounds with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss. From Anderson, Indiana, Shelby, Fear's Only God, Burroughs. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is trained in kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing Team Heighten, sponsored by the Parthenon and Skaggs Designs, weighing in at 114.8 pounds, making her amateur debut this evening from Crawfordsville, Indiana, Tiffany the Valkyrie Varney.
All right.
Tiffany's got a pretty intense stare on her face.
Yeah, she's ready, I tell you.
She's not looking real happy, is she? 115-pound girls with a strawweight. Is that what this is?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, strawweight. All right. They're going right in at it.
I like it. They just come throwing punches and knees. Oh, wow. Tiffany is really trying to throw her around. Trying to Interesting technique with an inside leg trip. I've never seen that work.
Yeah, well, I tell you, we talked earlier about that adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
And
I can definitely foresee that coming.
Yeah,
because they're throwing lots of punches and lots of wrestling techniques.
Oh, nice kick.
Both
Nancy's
parties
back, yeah.
Tried them spinning back fist.
They are not taking a break, are they?
Good knee attempt to the body. Like I said, we talked about it earlier. Too many of these guys weren't doing it. Straight punch.
Moraz just going straight in, throwing some bombs in there.
Well, good punches on both sides and a good kick. A little bit of a break right now. I think all of a sudden it hit him. We've been going really hard for a minute straight.
There you go.
Clinch work again. Shelby trying to push her in the fence, but gets pushed back herself.
She's got a good Muay Thai clinch there.
Absolutely. Tiffany doesn't seem to mind. She's just trying to make sure there's no space. That's what she needs to avoid right now, space. If there's space, she's going to get her head pulled down and knee right in the, well, she can't get knee in the face. In the body.
Spin around.
Now the pace is definitely slow, and you can tell that adrenaline's kind of going.
Oh, nice uppercut, though, by Moraz.
Oh,
nice left.
Good left hand. Every time Shelby gets hit or kicked, she comes back with kicks of her own right away.
Hey, I will say you can see their gloves, and these are brand new gloves brought to us tonight from B2 Digital. They actually had a fighter design these.
Really?
Yeah, so, nice.
A little back fist attempt right there.
Straight down the pipe.
This is interesting. You got two left-handed southpaws.
There you go. Down.
They're just kind of rocking, socking robots right now.
Absolutely. They're fighting for position inside, looking to get the tie clinch in Shelby.
Now look for the sweep.
And I don't people understand how grueling that is, doing that inside work like that. Tying up, trying to get that tie clinch, so tiring. It's like an isometric burn the whole time.
Nice body kick.
Yeah.
Nice left, too, from Moraz.
You're jamming yourself. There you
They are not afraid to hit each other, that's for sure. Or get hit.
Yeah, they seem to like both.
uppercut. Right there.
I think Shelby's actually starting to look a little better condition right now, actually.
Yeah.
I think she feels like she's kind of starting to take over this round.
Yeah, I think Varney's looking a little bit gapped. Like I said, that could have been that little bit of adrenaline dump. She came out firing.
And that could be the one fight experience she has.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Well, I know that her first fight
Talking
went.
about Shelby there.
Yeah, her first fight went the distance against a heavier fighter. So, she was kind of dominated in that fight, but she wasn't finished.
Sure.
So.
Wow. There was, like you said, a lot of energy expended that round. I'd like to see what happens right here.
Well, and you can tell they're both from good camps. I mean, they both feel very comfortable in there, and I mean, they're both landing strikes and they're clinching and doing a lot of stuff like we talked about earlier, where MMA even 7 or 8 years ago in here, you wouldn't have seen something like that.
No, this would have been a more advanced level fight. Interesting. Tiffany's kid, they brought in their school. She didn't sit on it for him. Let's see if the pace slows down a little bit. Right
Yeah,
now. I would think Tiffany's, she's a very hard hitter, but I think she's going to gas herself out a little bit if she keeps up with that pace. I think Shelby is moving a little bit better right now.
Go. Hold that head and go. See?
Oh,
Good body kick. Clinch game once again, trying to take down.
take down. Oh, nice job by Varney.
Right into
right into.
And she's throwing heavy punches right there. Watch out, she could get leg locked right here. The way she's positioning her legs, doesn't have any regard for the way her legs are being trapped right now. And again,
Nice reversal. Wow.
I was talking about, she just kind of put her legs out there and didn't care. What's going on now? She can get Vaughn flued right now if she's not very careful. We just talked.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Head underneath your arm. Put your arm underneath your head.
Now,
No,
if
the other way.
Shelby will get her arm around.
If she would go the other way,
Exactly, she could do the Vaughn flu, but she's just looking to control right now. She needs to take her left arm, put it underneath Tiffany's head. She might get rolled if she doesn't be careful doing that.
Yeah,
Swings this
She has a great Von Flue tip, and she's really not taking advantage of it.
No, when I did jiu-jitsu, I loved staying in that side mount. I did not want to go to mount because I always felt like I'd get rolled.
100% right there. You're 100% correct right there.
Now push the knee over. And then slide. Don't pick up. Slide.
I'm very surprised by the fact that she is not going to go for that Von Flue
Yeah,
tip right now. But she is landing good punches with the body right now.
Keep working.
That beauty of the Von Flue is people don't even know the other person's getting choked.
No, they just look up and the guy's unconscious.
Oh, that's a nice. Oh, looking to attack the arm right here.
Arm lock.
Uh-oh.
Here you go.
Made her worry about it, and that's what we talked about.
Now you can tell the difference. When Tiffany gets on top, she's throwing punches with bad intention looking in the fight.
And now she's inside mount.
Yeah.
Push that forearm against her face, Shelby. Not behind
I
her
think
head.
Well, she's got Miraz's arm trapped there in between her legs.
Yeah, this is a nasty position. She's going for arm lock.
Oh,
right
she's
now.
going for her own arm. Yeah, tit for tat, right?
Yep. And she still has that arm trap. Okay, now Shelby's got it out.
Get the move, Shelby. Go.
Looks like she's trying to arm lock right here with the.
Shelby, bridge,
Shelby trying to
let's
throw
go.
some knees.
Shrimp, let's go.
If she could clear that left arm out of Miraz, she could.
Yeah, she's trying to use the fence to try to push off right now, but she keeps getting that arm trap. That is a nasty position for her to be at.
Go.
All Tiffany has to do right now is start throwing some punch, going for a little triangle right there, reverse triangle.
Oh, she taps!
I did not see that.
Wow, I did not see that coming. I don't know if that was more pain or choke.
Out of nowhere. Wow.
Wow.
Great fight.
Yeah, that's going for submission of the night so far. Wow, I did not see that coming. That was a very weird angle. What a great fight. What a great fight. That's a, you know, and it was good to see the resiliency from both fighters. I mean, they both had moments of control and domination in that fight. And here we see this ending. She goes right up, hooks that head. I don't know if that was more pain or choke. Almost like she used her own arm to choke that. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes 41 seconds in the second round, your winner by tap out due to alternate triangle choke, Shelby, Fierce Only God, Moreau.
All right, let's go up to Chris Lights Out Lytle with our winner.
Okay, Shelby, congratulations on a great fight there. Can you tell me, does it feel a lot better to fight in your own weight class?
Yes, it does.
So I know last time you were definitely the lighter fighter. Could you tell the difference here? Did you feel stronger? Do you feel like it was a more fair fight?
It was definitely a more fair fight, but there was one thing that I felt compelled to say was that I read Matthew 7:7 before my fight, and it was how whatever you ask, if you keep asking, God will answer, and whatever you seek, you will find. And if you keep knocking on the door, then it'll always be answered. And that just kept me strong, and not just through this, but through life. So I appreciate that.
Excellent, excellent. Now, could you walk us through that reverse triangle choke or alternate triangle choke that you had? Have you hit that before, or was that just something you saw and you understand the position and you were able to hit it?
Definitely both. I think that when you're in the cage, you cannot really prepare for it. So definitely it was something that I just saw and went for.
Excellent. We look forward to having you fight again. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
All right, there you have it. Awesome. Now we're getting ready for our main event of this amateur card, portion of the card. It's a title fight between Jordan Kreider and Kyle Thomason. Chris, I'd like to get the, if we could get that submission queued back up again. I'm not sure if we can or not, but it almost
Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to check out our new line of Colosseum Combat apparel, T-shirts, baseball tees, and tank tops available over by the front door. Please remember to check out all of our vendors on the outside walls.
And you'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just trapped. I don't really think she's trapped.
Here we go. Are you ready for the final bout on the amateur card this evening? Let me hear you make some noise, Kokomo!
I thought maybe by her, it's almost like happy accident if that
The
arm was
referee
caught in
for
there
this
and
bout
maybe
will be
putting some
Trent
pressure on her.
Genosa. Judges Rob Madrigal, Seth Ratcliffe, and Jay Hunsucker. Timekeeper Megan Slay.
All right, we have Brady L. Davis talking about our judges and
Making his entrance to the red corner, Jordan Kreider.
All right, this is a
Definitely looking forward to this fight.
yeah, this is going to be a good fight. I tell you, Jordan Kreider, he's 8-5. His last fight here at Colosseum Combat 45 back in June. I think that's the one we actually called that one. And you know, he's got a win over Jacob Herlock, which is Kyle Thomason's coach. So.
Well, I know we spoke about it too last time he fought. Said that was the best you've seen him.
Yeah,
It's
been
really good, composed. We thought about maybe he should go pro at some point. He won another amateur fight. So.
Well, I tell you, if he does win this fight, I've been seeing Ian Pomfret walking around here, and those two have got some bad blood between them. They were supposed to fight a few shows ago.
Yeah, just talk with Ian. He was telling me how he had surgery.
Yep.
And he's going to be ready to fight in November, and if not, then February. So looking forward to maybe these guys fight one more time.
Yeah. So it could be interesting, you know. And really, either fighter that wins this, I think they're going to have to go with a fight with Pomfret because I know he has a belt right now too. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So I know he did have that surgery, but
well, Jordan Kreider fighting out of Rhino Gym, Lafayette, Indiana.
you know I remember him fighting way back. Probably 2010, 2011 here at Colosseum Combat. His first fight was actually with Jacob Herlock, and it was a very good fight. Like I said, he's kind of been in and out of Colosseum Combat over the past few years. So
has a lot of fights.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
And now making his entrance to the blue corner, Kyle Thomason.
Now Thomason is a leg lock specialist, man. I tell you, that guy can grab an ankle or knee from anywhere. His last fight was actually, I believe, a knee bar. He's won 3 fights with submissions: armbar, rear naked choke, knee bar. So
he's diverse too. He likes to do them all.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the thing. He's a very good grappler, very good submission guy. But you know, Kreider's in shape, man. Kreider's looking good. This is not going to be an easy fight, and like I said, his only loss is to Pomfret. So if he can win this,
a split decision here too.
Yeah, so if he can win this, it'll be a good. That would be a good rematch coming up in the future. So.
Yeah, usually when you have, especially the amateur level, you have a guy who's a good submission guy. It seems like they tend to focus on one submission, like a Ronda Rousey has, all wins by armbar.
Right,
so,
right.
It's kind of good to see that he is diverse in what he does. If you give him something, he's going to take it.
Yeah, there you see him with the Gaha Jiu-Jitsu guys here in Kokomo. I actually helped open that school when it first started. Yeah, nice. Yeah, when it first started, that was back when I was younger and in shape. Then I got married and had kids and got out of it. But
now I do notice that neither one of these fighters have beards. However, of course, a ring announcer does, and he probably uses Barlow's beard butter, don't you think?
Yeah, I tell you,
you do.
I've got some, and you've heard Barlow's beard butter throughout the night. They sponsor the corner in a couple of the fights, and so yeah, it's a great thing. I think beard's a thing right now, right?
Absolutely. I'm on the fire department now to have one.
Yeah, you can have one.
Actually, yeah, he does have a little.
He's got a little bit of one. He's going to have to let it grow for a little bit.
Not quite like a ring announcer.
No.
Like Brady.
And I tell you what, Brady has shaved his, so.
Yeah, he's trimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, he's trimmed it down a little bit. There you see Kyle. He's going to have a large crowd here tonight.
A lot of respect being shown right
Absolutely, all night long.
There's the strap they're both trying to fight for right now.
About a hand for our ring card girls, Brandy and Sam, in that beautiful championship belt by Pro-Am Belts.
All right, we'll go to Brady L. Davis with the fighter announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the V2 Digital Fighting Series. This is your amateur main event of the evening for the vacant Colosseum Combat Amateur Lightweight title. Fighting first out of the Oscar's Pizza red corner, he's a freestyle fighter representing Rhinos MMA, weighing in at 163.1 pounds with a record of 8 wins and 3 losses from West Lafayette, Indiana, Jordan Kreider.
Jordan not willing to accept 2 of those losses on a scorecard.
His opponent across the cage fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner is trained in kickboxing, boxing, and jiu-jitsu, representing Gaha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA Academy. Sponsored by Michael Thomason Flooring and CrossFit 765. Weighing in at 152 pounds. With a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, from Kokomo, Kyle Thomason. Fighters to the center of the cage for final instructions by your referee, Trenton Genosa.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. I want a clean fight. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, now's time to do it. Back to our corners, get ready for a clean fight.
I tell you, I know Kyle outside of fighting, and he just loves to fight, man. He if he could be on every single card, he would do it.
That's the attitude you want here.
Yeah, he just loves fighting.
You know, that needs to be a fighter's attitude. It's their job to get a manager who's not as brave as a fighter.
What?
And Kyle, he's coming straight in. Action-packed fight.
And I do know that the Gaha guys, they do go down to Klingerman School and train. They do go over to Muncie and train. They will mix it up and go train with other schools, which is a good thing.
And very easily gets that takedown.
Very easily. And I will tell you this. He better watch his feet and his legs. Kreider,
yeah. Kreider's in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah.
He needs to re-guard because right now he's about to get knee on belly, and that's a bad position for him to be in right there.
Thomason will attack those feet and knees from every position. It's amazing.
Well, that is a good thing if you get it. If not, it kind of puts you from a great position to a not so good position. And I think, you know, if he holds his position for too much longer, I think Kreider is going to welcome him going for that knee lock, so he can get on top if possible. Good knees being thrown there by Kyle. I said you cannot knee to the head, but you can knee the body. So going to trap to go for this arm lock.
He's got an arm locked right there.
Arm lock is crucifix. No, jeez. That's a bad position for Kreider to be in. Luckily, he has a fence to push off.
Yep. And even bucking just enough to create that space was smart.
Yeah, but the problem is he's able to get Kyle off and briefly, but Kyle goes right back to work, goes right back to where he wants to be, and he's keeping a dominant position.
Oh, good punch to the belly. Wow, Thomason's landing
a lot of good punches right here. Kreider seems unable to do anything from this side. It's like right now Kreider's strategy is to hold him in tight and just trying to wait for the referee to stand him up or wait for the round to be over. Kyle doing a great job of trapping limbs. Good job of re-guard there, though.
And I tell you, right now, this could be one of those 10-8 rounds that we talked about with the domination and duration. He may even get the damage.
Yeah. Get the hat trick
and make it a 10-7 round.
Is that what that is? That
yeah, I believe so. I don't think the damage is that bad right now. I mean, he's dominating, but he's not cut open. You know, Kreider's not cut open. He's not really in any danger yet.
Yeah, and
just getting beat up.
He's landing some punches, but he's not landing anything that's making you, oh my gosh, this is going to be over.
Thomason looks amazing right now, I'm telling you. I hope
still fighting, though.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't gas himself out.
Kreider is just in a world of hurt in the whole fight, really trying to figure out how to get out. You can tell right away he does not want to be on bottom anymore this fight.
No. And Thomason looked phenomenal in that round, man, I'm telling you.
He looks like he's ready to fight about 4 more rounds. Hey, Kreider looks a little tired.
You heard the referee talk about getting his toes out of the cage. Mm-hmm. In your opinion, is that such a big deal, the toes in the cage?
No, I mean, if you think you can get your feet in there and grip and pull yourself up, you're mistaken.
Yeah,
so, and when you put your feet against the fence, they're going to just get stuck in there sometimes. You can't help it. So if you really think you're using that much leverage, if you can do that, congratulations. You must do a lot more work.
Right. I understand the thought behind that rule, but to me, it's that grabbing of the cage to prevent a takedown or to pull yourself up.
That's the problem. And you really can't do that with your foot as well. So if you're getting taken down, you reach out and you grab it with your hand, that's a penalty. I don't know how you can do that with your feet.
Yeah.
Now,
That's just one rule I've always kind of questioned.
yeah, you don't really see it called too often.
No.
You see it if somebody's getting taken down and it affects the fight by the grab with your hand, as they should. If it's not, they don't.
Yeah.
Now, once again, I am 100% sure that Kreider needs to be thinking, I cannot get taken down.
Oh, absolutely.
So it can't be early. I got
Amateur main event, round 2.
or get my own takedown.
And Thompson was, nice lead back kick from Thompson there.
Kreider's
Yeah,
a
good
uppercut
hands
right
from
there.
Kreider.
Now, he needs to really make sure he doesn't get spun back around. That's a good position for him to be in right there. Oh, just cannot give up the takedown. Don't let him give up the single. Nope. He needs to keep moving. He needs to keep moving. He can't let him turn back into him. Good job by Kreider by getting on top.
Now we'll see what Thomason's guard game looks like.
Absolutely. Like I said, might not be exactly where Kreider wants to be, but definitely not on his back.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yep.
Kreider's trying to pull him in tight right now. I'm surprised he's not trying to lean up and throw strikes. But I think he is worried about that triangle choke coming.
There you see.
Oh, good left hand throw by Kreider. Going for that ankle lock.
There he goes.
Here comes the knee bar. Doesn't have it, but he has to get up. He cannot let Kyle get up. This is going to be problems right here. That's why he might have just want to get up right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think Kreider's doing very well on stand-up as well, so.
I would say not quite as well as Kyle is from the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he just seems to pass guard so easily at this point. I mean, look, right now, he easily falls into sudden out because he doesn't care. He can continue to land good strikes from there. I will say this is a much better job by Kreider of not getting beat up.
Yes, I think so as well. And, Kreider's doing a great job of moving.
But he's not getting back to his feet where he needs to be. And he's got to watch out for an armbar tip right here. Did a good job of avoiding it.
Thomas
knee on belly the entire time. He cannot get away. He cannot use the cage to stand up.
There you go.
Thomason looks phenomenal tonight, man.
There he goes for the attempt once again.
Like I said, he attacks these things from everywhere.
Only problem is, like I said, you give up your back when you do that. Just like that right there.
But you know, if he's not worried about it, maybe that's...
Yeah, that's true, but...
I mean, he's dominating on the ground right now.
Head buddy, Jordan, head buddy.
You got to have him up probably at least 10-8 round first one.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to give him this run as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and here's the sad part. Kreider's not looking horrible.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's just Thomason is looking that good right now.
Exactly. It just seems like Kreider is always on the defense.
Yeah, yep.
You know, and when you're always on the defense, you better be doing some phenomenal things.
Yeah, and there you
He's
see
not really being able to get any submission attempts. So.
There you see the B2 Digital trading at BTDG.
I mean, what do you say, up 1,000%?
Oh, yeah. We were talking before, and it went from like a .001 to a 0.5 or something. It was crazy. It was the amount of growth they've had just recently, and yeah, so yeah, you can actually buy stock in that.
That's good. And, I think everybody kind of likes money. So
yeah, I do.
Money, maybe you can buy some right now,
Exactly.
buy a couple thousand shares and boom.
Well, that's just it. This thing is just growing more. B2 Digital owns the Hard Rock Fight Series. It also goes on, and they just had a show in Ohio last week. It had 6,000 people in it.
You are joking.
No, down in Dayton, Ohio, they had a show with 6,000. So.
All right.
Third and final round.
Here we go.
Combat 46 amateur main event. Make some noise for these two.
Thomason looks great right now. He looks like he can keep going. Right here in front of us, he's going for that takedown again right off the bat. Kreider kind of gives it up fairly easy, man.
That is a complete nightmare right now for Kreider. This is the last place in the world he needs to be. His chances went way down every time he gets taken down here. And Kyle's doing a good job of keeping pressure right there, keeping Kreider's head into the fence, not giving him any chance to stand back to his feet, which is what Kreider needs to do if he wants to have a chance in this fight.
Kreider keeps working. Thomason's keep working. I mean, it's
an entertaining fight. I mean, both guys are doing what they need to try and do. Only thing is, Kyle's doing a little better.
Exactly. I'd almost want to see with this short time, man, Kreider just hold him down maybe and see if they can't get a stand up. But
yeah, I think that should be probably Kreider's goal right now, because he's not going to get up otherwise.
No, and it's almost like his movement is detrimental to that, you know.
Well, every time he moves, Kyle just seems to get in a better position.
Yeah,
every time now that
he's in the guard.
Kreider, finishes in guard. That's a good job. But it seems like when he gets here, he's not able to do anything from it. He's got closed guard, and when he opens up, Kyle just seems to pass it with pretty much ease when he wants.
Lock down one of those arms. There you go. Lock down one of his arms. How bad you want it, Jordan? Let's go. Let's go. How bad you want it?
There he goes right now. Look, passing the guard, getting right to half guard again.
Let's go. How bad you want it?
Oh, he's going right in the mount. Wow. And he's got a minute to work.
Open-handed palm strikes to the head right now. It's very difficult to close the fist and really get a good punch to land it. Hard to arch your back that one.
Get your legs out.
Just another complete domination round by Kyle Thomason.
I'll be anxious to hear the scores.
Yeah, I agree with you, because I want to hear if they're judging them the way they're supposed to be, or if they're going to say 30-27.
Yeah,
I mean, because by all reality, I would think it's going to be like 25-30.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Come on, Jordan, everything back.
Got an interesting reversal there at the end.
Yeah, a little too late.
Yeah, I think so. I think Thomason just kind of gave it up there.
And there's the end of that round.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, Kreider is spent. Thomason looked amazing in that round, or that fight. Man, that's the best.
Not a round of applause for both of these fighters in the good sportsmanship.
Kreider is gassed. There you see the doctor checking out Jordan Kreider. He's okay, he's just a little tired. Thomason looked amazing in that fight. Here you can see some of the highlights. There's the stand-up.
Hey, good fight. Good fight, boys.
These are some of the hard punches in that first round that Thomason landed. Great fight. You know, and Kreider had his moments. He landed a good uppercut right there, was able to reverse there towards the end and land a few punches, and that was the end of the fight. So, like I said, I'm ready to hear these scorecards. You have Kyle Thomason, who's a hometown boy here in Kokomo, Indiana, fighting at the Kokomo Event Center in the B2 Digital Fight Series. B2 Digital Fighting Series here in Colosseum Combat. We have our judges' scorecards, and let's go to Brady L. Davis with the winner.
All day, Kyle! All day!
One more time for both of these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, with your amateur main event going the distance again, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 and 2 score the bout 29-27. Judge number 3 scores the bout 30-26. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And now your Colosseum Combat Amateur Lightweight Champion, Kyle Thomason!
There you see it. interesting on the scorecards. Let's go to Chris, Lights Out Lytle, with our new champion, Kyle Thomason.
Happy birthday, Kyle!
All right, Kyle, let me get a couple. Congratulations on a fantastic fight. Congratulations on the title. What are your thoughts on the fight right now?
I'm pretty happy with it. I really wanted to get a finish in the first round, but you know it wasn't the case. But I still feel like I did a good job. Worked on my wrestling a lot. Came into play. Worked on a little bit more defensive striking. It felt good. Felt crisp. Still got a lot I can improve on. I'm looking forward to doing so.
Yeah, you look very dominant on the ground. You just move from position to position. Was that kind of the game plan? Was it to just dominate the position and really not go for the submission as much and just kind of beat him up? What was your game plan there?
So I had a couple of different strategies. I've been playing a whole lot of topside crucifix. I was trying to hit that, but he was doing a really good job of swimming that underhook and not letting me have it. My second plan was to go for the Kimura and ended up working the back. Did a really good job of holding that, so I just kind of resorted to keeping top position and working some ground and pound. So, I mean, I'll take what I can get. I prefer the submission, but if I can stay on top and dominate, I'll do that too, you know.
Absolutely. So what's next for you? Who do you want to fight next? You want to go pro? What is your game plan right now?
I was looking forward to fighting Steve-O again. I was supposed to fight him this match, but he ended up taking another one. So, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to that again, but we'll just see what happens. I know he just came off of a loss, so we'll kind of have to play it by ear.
All right, cool. Congratulations. Good job, and great job on the victory night. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there you have it. Kyle Thomason with Chris Lights Out Lytle. Now we are ready for our pro portion of the card. I believe we'll be taking a short intermission, but we will see right here.
Matt Barlow.
All right.
I don't like to bash judges.
Yeah, this is what we talked about.
It is time for intermission. Matt Barlow, if you would please come up. We're going to have a brief intermission before we start the pro card. And right now we are going to have an impromptu beard contest for a free container of Barlow's beard butter. Does anybody want to enter into this beard contest? Please stand up now.
Any damage in that? I don't know.
I was expecting to see 30, 25
Anybody?
scores, but so we see here's Matt Barlow of Barlow's beard butter.
We had like 10 people last time. Nobody wants some free beard butter?
Everybody wants some beard butter.
We have one. Here we go. We're going to go Colosseum Combat commentator Justin Hahn versus Ryan Parson, another Colosseum Combat favorite. Here we go. How about this beard right here? Make some noise. And Justin Hahn.
Here we go.
There we go.
You're the judge.
Hey, I'm a little partial to Justin, but I think the crowd has Justin's heart with the beard right now.
And your winner, Justin Hahn. This is Barlow's beard butter, handcrafted right here in Kokomo, Indiana by this man himself.
Well, I went on. All right, I got my beard butter, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Brief intermission.
Here it is.
All right.
Barlow's beard butter, babe.
What a great
All right,
sponsors.
We're going to do a brief intermission here, and then we're going to come back with 4 pro fights.
Pro fights. It's ready to go. Go
yeah,
time.
I'm excited for it. So, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's see
All
it.
right, we'll see you after this brief intermission. All right.
And we are back.
Yeah, Kokomo, Indiana, Colosseum Combat, B2 Digital Fighting Series, Colosseum Combat. We just finished the amateur portion of the card. We had some really, really great fights in there, man. I think the girl fight has stole it from everybody right now.
Yeah, they really came after it. They went after each other very good. A lot of good strikes being thrown, ended in submission. So
Yeah, Shelby Miraz looked phenomenal in that. And like you said with the interview with her, she's back down in her weight class. So great for her. And then that last fight, the championship fight, man, Kyle Thompson looked very
said it wasn't even that, Kreider looked bad. He looked very good. He just wasn't Kyle. And like I said, interesting judging, but that's what you get when you get here. If it goes a distance, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's definite.
But now on to the professional.
On to the professional. Hey, before we start, I do have to put this. We had Barlow's beard butter. I want it, so I told him I'd put some on before we get started.
Let's see it.
So we got to rub it in and get the beard looking good.
Yeah, okay.
And,
much better.
And I don't know if you can smell it or not, but
I'm not going to.
Their tagline is, take care of your beard so that beard don't stink.
That's a good, makes sense.
And it doesn't.
There we go.
Yeah, we have some good pro fights coming up. I'm kind of fond of him, Ryan McIntosh. I've known him for a long time. He was one of the first guys I refereed. He's kind of had an up and down roller coaster career.
Sure.
But the guy will fight anybody at any weight, anytime, on any day's notice. And I will say, this time around, he has been training hard, and he looks in great shape.
I was going to say, I just saw him down to a kickboxing match. He's redid. He said he acknowledges a lot of his mistakes. He did some stupid things in the past. He took fights that he shouldn't have. He didn't train as hard as he should have. He said, this time around, this is when he goes. This is when he starts. This is when he tries to make his mark on this sport. He looked good his last fight.
Yeah.
I think he's going to look great here.
Yeah, and I tell you, I know his weight is down, and he's excited to see that. Also, we have Marcus Hall coming back after a little layoff. His last fight was actually in 2015.
Gee, that's a long time.
Yeah, so, and he's fighting Kiera Ross, who Kiera's a great, great wrestler. He's from here in Kokomo, Indiana. He trains with Thomason and those guys, Gaha, and he did go to the state. He didn't go to the final, but state finals. I know he wrestled on a Friday night. I'm not sure if he went to Saturday. Back in about 4 or 5 years ago. So he's got a great wrestling background. And so, these fights coming up, and Marcus Hall, the last time I saw him fight was phenomenal, but he's been off for 3 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the professional card for Colosseum Combat 46? Let me hear you make some noise, Kokomo! Do this. Pro card. Nosa, judges Jay Hunsucker, Jason Herman, and Skylar Slay. Your timekeeper, Christian Keene. Making his entrance to the red corner, Carlos Garnett.
There you hear Carlos Garnett, 25 years old. Now, I do have to say this part. All right, so he's 1-0 as a pro, 5-3 as an AMI, but most of his fights have been hook and shoot, including September 2015, Hall of Fame, Chris Lytle, hook and shoot show, baby.
Yeah. I'm thinking, geez, this guy's put together.
Yeah,
He's
so
very put together, hard hitter. Yeah, I'm interested to see this fight because, like I said, he's very compact. He knows what he's doing, but I think he doesn't pull the trigger quite enough. I think that it should be a very interesting fight. McIntosh seems like he's going to come in more guns a-blazing.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So,
and I know
conflicting styles.
And Garnett just had a kickboxing match recently. I do know that. So
both of these guys, they're on the same card.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. So, and I think this bout kind of came about from that because
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, there was a little bit of trash talk, I know, on Facebook and stuff. So
that's how, they're taking the job of a matchmaker, right?
Exactly.
They're matching it for themselves. I love
exactly.
It.
And speaking of making the matches for yourself, I'd like to see in our amateur fights, KM Walker and Robles go again. I mean, they ended in that majority draw. I mean, that almost set the fight back up for itself, really. So hopefully they can get that built back up.
Would not be surprised to see that happen.
Yeah. But yeah, you see Garnett has an amateur win over Kyle Van Camp. And the Van Camp brothers are very, very good fighters. All of them. is built like a brick wall.
I know, look at it.
And now making his way to the blue corner, Ryan McIntosh.
But if he hits you, it is going to hurt.
And you know, with Ryan, a lot of times his weakness has not been physical, it's been mental.
Sure.
So hopefully he's got that part of his game back up to par.
Well, the good news is about what he's done. He's been fighting for an awful long time.
He has been.
Like I said, anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. That usually ends with you getting out of the sport pretty quick or you getting better. And I think he's been getting better. So I look forward to seeing this fight. Man, I really do.
Well, and
he's a great first fight for the pro card.
He's fought some big names. Some of your guys, Holbrook. He had a fight with Holbrook. Garrett Whiteley, Tweedy, Dan Head. I remember his. He had a LFC fight with that Jao Hurdy that he was dominating the first round for a minute, and then Hurdy caught him.
I think he knocked Jao down.
Yeah.
And we called him Junior. Junior was a great fighter.
Yeah. So
I mean, he has since moved back to Brazil, but man, he was a tough guy.
But yeah, McIntosh is ready to go. And I get blamed sometimes for favoring him a little bit, but I'll tell you, he's such a good guy. He's a nice guy. He's a great fighter. And he's another one of those guys. He just likes to fight.
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's no quit in him right now. He's very eager to fight, very eager to be out there. Like you said, you can't probably give him a person who he'd say no to.
No. And you know what? His hands are full tonight, baby.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. This should be a great fight. Would like to thank the Relax Place, Chinese Massage Therapy, long-time sponsor. Thank you very much.
Hey, and have you done the Chinese cupping?
No, I have not.
They do have that there.
Really?
Yes, and I did do it one time, and I tell you what, it was one of those joyful. It hurt, but I tell you, it felt really great. So, Unlimited Chiropractic, I also go there, and I started going there because of this Unlimited Chiropractic. You can actually pay sign a contract, and for $56 a month, you can go unlimited. You can go every day.
Really?
Every day, and they're open 7 days a week.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, for chiropractic care. Yeah.
That might be worth me driving up here.
I tell you, man.
How about a hand for your ring card girl, Sam? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Fights. This is the first bout on the professional card this evening and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Fighting first, out of the Scared Rabbit red corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Edge Body, sponsored by Nitro Fitness and RDX Sports, weighing in at 153.9 pounds, with an undefeated professional record of 1 win and 0 losses. From Evansville, Indiana, Carlos Let It Flow Garnett Jr. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Drive MMA, sponsored by WSBC, weighing in 156.6 pounds. He is a veteran of over 50 professional MMA fights. From Harrison, Ohio, Ryan Machine Gun McIntosh.
Yeah, Garnett, his last fight was actually the fight we worked here in June. His only pro fight was back here in Colosseum Combat.
Well, think about that. He's got a record of 1-0. He's fighting a guy with 15 fights. Let's see how much experience comes into play here. McIntosh coming out throwing right away.
You ain't playing no shit.
You can just see how put together he is and how quick, how cat-like reflexes.
Oh, nice right hand by McIntosh.
Absolutely. McIntosh definitely has the experience here.
Work your way in, baby. Work your way in.
Now, that is one thing that I noticed, Carlos. He seems like he's very tight the whole time. Doesn't throw enough punches because of that, I believe.
Work your way in. Head movement, baby. Head move. Right down the fight. Yeah.
But when he does, they're dangerous, so you have to be very careful coming in. Angles are good, punching, moving, not staying in front of them. Like both guys are right-handed here.
Look the counter, put him punches.
I tell you, McIntosh, when he does get on the ground, he likes to throw those elbows. Be interesting to see what happens if they do hit the ground.
You know, it just seems to me like right now both guys are pretty.
They're fine standing. Well, here goes the.
As soon as I say that, Carlos. Good body work by both guys.
Elbow! Elbow!
So like we talked about earlier, no knees to the head allowed in amateur pros. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, they can.
Game on. And look at McIntosh did a great job of turning him all the way around. Carlos just manhandles him and turns him right in the fence.
Right elbow, baby!
Good body work right now being done by Carlos.
Keep control, keep control.
Hear a lot of people yell for Ryan to take the center up. Believe me, he's trying.
Yeah.
The guy who's very muscular trying to stop him from doing
Keep
it.
pushing, keep working.
Ryan doing a good job of not keeping his back on the fence. If he just goes flat back against the fence, that's a great spot for Carlos. He can really wear him down. This is difficult for Carlos right now because of the way McIntosh has positioned himself.
What does McIntosh need to do here to get off of the cage?
He needs to really pull that lat muscle and give a quarter turn with his legs and really try to put Carlos's face right in the cage.
Well, you see, Garnett is very, very low, has that low center of gravity pushing into him, so that's a. Oh, there he gets an underhook.
Double underhook is exactly what we need to do.
Nice, and create the separation.
All right, back in the center right here. Looks like McIntosh waving him on, saying he wants the fight to keep going. Good kick attempt right there. He will land on anything but glove. And you can tell the time difference here. We have 5-minute rounds instead of 3-minute rounds, which I really like that.
Yeah.
Jab attempt right there by McIntosh. Good leg kick.
And those 2 extra minutes are huge in this stuff.
Absolutely.
Nice kick, and then the counter from McIntosh. Oh, McIntosh knocks him down. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's in full mount.
Position. Wow, terrible position.
Oh, he's looking for a triangle. He's going to look for a mounted triangle right here.
Almost got it.
Now he's going to.
Got it.
Here you see some elbows.
Readjust the triangle. Can't get it quite behind his leg. He almost has it. He can't quite get it behind his knee. That's what he's trying to do right now against a very strong guy. So it's going to be difficult to do.
Should McIntosh maintain that position over submission in that situation?
Probably. He should have loosened him up a little bit, but that's not how he fights. He's got a good armbar attempt right now. He's going for the armbar.
There you go, now bombs, baby.
Carlos gets his head out, and he puts it right back in there. Really doesn't have much right now. He's going to have to readjust, try and get that triangle, maybe go for the armbar. He's doing a good job holding his wrist, though, because Carlos hasn't thrown a punch on the ground.
No.
Carlos is totally on the defense right now. Now he's throwing some body punches. He's totally on the defense.
Wear him down, wear him down.
There he goes to that armbar again.
Once again, he's got to lock up. He's got to straighten it out.
I tell you, Garnett's so strong, though.
Yeah, very difficult to armbar something like this. Triangle choke is going to be very difficult, too, but I think a choke's usually better against a guy with this kind of stuff.
You got 20 seconds. 20 seconds, Carlos. 20 seconds.
McIntosh really looking to spend a lot of energy trying to get this armbar. Carlos is trying to stack him, what we call stack him, to keep the pressure on so he doesn't get some minutes.
You know, the bonus from McIntosh right here is he took 0 damage from his back.
Well, that's the interesting thing right there, how the judge is going to look at it. McIntosh is going for submissions. You know, he's in a good position. He gets reversed, but then he does go for the submission.
Yeah.
Carlos didn't do any damage.
No, nothing. I really would have liked to see, you could see there in our one angle, McIntosh's face is kind of looking up, and I would have liked to see Garnett maybe drop a few hammer fists in there or something just to get this head.
100% correct. Now, I would say when McIntosh did get the mount, I think
about a round of applause for your Colosseum Combat ring girl, Brandy.
Landed a couple punches, made Carlos waste a little bit of energy and then go for that submission. He immediately went to it. I'm going to get this right now.
I wondered if he thought maybe Garnett was stunned a little bit from the punch and thought maybe that was his time to capitalize.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in position first, then submission. You can
absolutely, and it depends on what's going on in the fight and where you're at. If you're losing the fighter down, you definitely might want to think I got to go for the submission, or if it's very early. But we'll see what happens here.
Hey, I would tell you another interesting thing. Almost like our last fight with Travis Fulton and Jonathan Ivey, McIntosh will show up to fights with no cornerman.
Wow!
And just asked one of his friends, hey,
Round 2.
Don't wait on him now. He's got energy. We don't want to wait on him now. Let those kids go, baby. Lead two.
Liking to see how this is going to start off here.
Give him a fake. Give me a
Well, it's
fake.
interesting last round that Garnett is the one who went for the takedown.
There you go. Don't play it. Earn it. Earn it.
Garnett actually kind of looks like he's stalking a little bit in this situation. Stay
Don't wait
right
on
in
him.
front.
Don't wait on him.
I like seeing McIntosh pace himself a little bit more, not just going out there.
I think it looks like he's doing that a little bit this round.
You got to put two together.
He's moving. I
Put two
think
to
he
three
knows
together.
he's going against a big, strong, powerful guy.
Give him a double jab. Give him a double jab. Lead up there.
That's it. If you
Now
notice
go.
that Carlos just doesn't really throw enough. He's not quite
Time,
accurate
Carlos.
enough.
Keep pushing. He's tired. He's working at him. Get a hold of him. There you go.
Tying him up right now.
Get a hold of
Come
him,
on, knee
baby.
there.
Take him down. Yes. Yes.
That's a great slam. He caught that knee, yeah.
He gets hit by
Keep pace, keep
McIntosh
pace.
and slams him
Give
down.
me some elbows. Give me some
This is a
elbows.
very powerful guy we're dealing with right here.
Knee to that body, Carlos. Knee to that body.
His
Keep going.
corners
Keep going.
yelling at him to throw knees. Carlos listens, throws a good knee to the
Get
body
some
right
damage.
there.
Good. Give me some elbow. Keep that side control.
So right now he's kind of just holding on right now. I don't know if he's looking to strike,
Right elbow, lay
looking
it
for a
down.
submission. I don't know how Carlos' submission game
Knee
is
to the
like.
body now. Knee to the
Haven't
body.
really seen much of it so far.
Yeah, I have not either.
Looks like he's more of a just control position,
Good.
trying to
Wear
do
him
damage.
out. Wear him out.
Looks like he's more of a decision type of a fighter.
Well, and that's his last fight here at Colosseum Combat. He won by majority decision. So one person had a tie, and then two people had it for him. So
Can't let this go to the judges. Don't let it go to the judges. Put
And
him
that's what
away.
the corner's saying
Put him
right now.
away.
Let's not go to the judges. We got a good
Good.
position right now. We got to try
Little
and
shot
use.
again. Little shot.
And there is just an awful lot
There
of
you
time
go.
for McIntosh on bottom right now. He's
Keep
not going to be
time.
able to just sit here and hold this out. He's going to have to try and actually
Under
improve his
control.
position.
You're doing good.
Carlos had a lot of little punches right here, not doing a lot of damage, but doing
He's
enough.
tired. He's tired. Don't let him up. Keep control, baby. There you go. Keep control. Now give me another one.
you can hear them talking to each other in the cage.
Good.
Telling you right
Good.
now,
Put that forearm down.
McIntosh
There you
is
go.
exerting a lot of energy trying to get
Knee
off
to the
bottom.
body.
And with that strong body on him, it's taking a lot of energy.
Yeah, now he
working,
has been
keep
able to
working.
reach half guard right now, which is way better than side mill.
You know, Garnett is just
that
not
left.
He's just not doing a
just
lot.
not doing a lot, man.
No, I mean, here's the thing. In a round where nobody's
Keep working.
landing a
Shots to the
lot,
body, shots to
position
the
means
head.
everything.
Yes.
Referee set him up because he didn't like an ever.
Yep.
Now, in my opinion right there, I'd say McIntosh did earn that stand because
Yes.
he negated what he was doing.
Oh, nice to see McIntosh coming out.
I think he feels a sense of urgency.
He's got a guillotine right here.
I was looking to pick him up, but I know that's the best idea right now with this guillotine right here.
And McIntosh has those skinnier arms.
That
That
helps.
will
Helps
help
you get
sneak
in.
that in under the neck, yeah.
Exactly. He's got to be careful. He's looking to get slammed again pretty quickly. However, that could do some damage to Carlos.
To the body.
We just talked about that. He's trying to
Yeah,
tell them
push,
not
push.
to.
There you go. Yes.
But McIntosh it doesn't have it
Big
in.
slam, big slam.
Well, I think the
You're in control. You're in control.
first
now.
round, we could argue for McIntosh. This round is definitely Carlos Garnett.
There you go. Mix it up. Body, head,
I mean,
body,
he did
head.
have a good guillotine attempt there, but definitely not enough to win.
Good, good.
And he's
High
actually
low,
doing
high
some
low.
body punches now. He's actually being way more active on the guard, or from
Less
the guard.
than a
than
minute. Give
normal.
him some action. Give him some action. There you go. You're in control, Carlos. You're in control.
Carlos does not mind getting his arms way up there. I think he just feels like he can't overpower people if they try and get the arm bars like it's going on right now. Not always the case, so we'll see what happens. 38 seconds, McIntyre.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more elbow from the bottom from McIntosh. I reffed one of his early fights, a Coliseum Combat fight.
30 seconds.
I think he split a guy
30
open,
seconds.
and it was the
Good
mat was
armbar
covered with
position.
blood.
Good armbar. He's got to be careful. Let's Carlos right now.
20 seconds.
He's got to stack him right now.
Toes in the cage.
I mean, if McIntosh could extend his legs,
Got less 10 seconds,
arch his
Carlos.
hips, that could be into the fight right there.
10
Because he has
seconds.
his
You're under
arm
control,
locked up.
baby. Good.
Problem is with McIntosh right now, he is expending an awful lot of energy trying to get this on.
You know, you keep hearing him talk about getting the toes out of the cage. In this situation, it's almost
it
inhibits him from straight.
He's got to straighten out his legs with his toes in there.
He can't do it.
Exactly. So I'm not sure.
That's one of the rules I just don't agree with. You know?
I mean, if you can really manipulate your body with your toes, you've got more body control than I do.
How about a hand for your Colosseum Combat round card girl,
you know,
Sam?
in that situation, when you're in the guard and you're trying to get the armbar, you're trying to bring your feet down and you're trying to so you can extend that arm. In this case, it's you can't do it when your feet are holding on. So.
Would like to thank the Scared Rabbit Right Now website and hosting for all your website needs.
You got Hometown Realty here and Barker's B&K. If you follow Mark Slater on Facebook, you'll see tons of their pictures on there. Coney
looks like a good place.
It is. It's great Coney place, and it's one of those that's outside drive-through.
They've been there for a long time. We also have the All-American Auto Service, another long-time sponsor. We'd like to thank them for making these fights possible.
And we are ready for this third round. I really want to see McIntosh come out.
Very good fight so far. I've got McIntosh down probably 2-0. First round.
I can see it go 1-1 right now at this point, but it.
You dictate this pace.
The third and final round. Make some noise for these two.
You decide. You decide. Bring him in. Bring him here. Give him a feint. Give him a feint. We don't wait on him.
This could be one of those where they fill out for a second, and then all of a sudden it's just boom.
Explosion.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Carlos, it definitely seems like most of the time it is a lull before the storm.
Right leg, right leg.
Well, like you said, that second round, McIntosh expended a lot of energy being on the bottom.
Absolutely.
Pounce now, pounce. He's fading on you. He's fading on you.
And he looks a little tired in this round.
Give him a double jab.
You know, that's kind of his advantage right now, not being tired early and being able to high output volume of punches and kicks. If he's not doing that, he's fighting Carlos's game like
Yeah.
There you go. And you dictate. You dictate.
Carlos is able to push him into the fence like that.
You know, that's a smart game plan, I think, for Carlos to keep it in close and fight that fight right now, because when they're at a distance, McIntosh has a little bit of a length on him.
Come on, baby. Get out of there. Give me an elbow.
He's not taking any damage right now, you know. So
exactly, and to be honest with you, once again, this is a position factor right here. If one guy's landing lots of punches, you push it against the fence, doesn't do anything. If nobody's saying anything, it needs everything.
Yep. There's another takedown.
Good takedown.
That's what you're working on.
Now that he's got McIntosh up against. Unless you're going to wall walk and get right back up, which McIntosh seems to have no interest in doing at this time.
Don't give it in the hands. Come on, put
What
it
I
away.
think he might try and do is get his go for an armbar attempt and sit here for about 3 minutes.
Good.
Working the body a little bit.
Good. Staying busy, baby.
And I
Staying
think
busy.
all his number one goal right now is just keeping the fight where it's at
stay
and winning
busy.
the decision. Because I think he's going to win the decision if it stays
Another
ready.
day. Come on, stay busy.
Said McIntosh he has legs open now. He's got to keep them open. Now he's going back to close guard. He's not going to win the fight like that. He's got to open up if he wants to be
Make
offensive.
it work.
Because right from this position, he's going to lose.
Keep him down there.
Doing a good job now, trying to wall
hand,
walk.
there you go.
Carlos pulled him right back to the ground.
You got it. You got it.
Close guard again. Just hanging on, waiting
Shots
for
to the
something.
body. Shots to the body.
I know it's very easy to say he needs to open up and try and be offensive. It's very difficult when you have a big strong guy.
When you're on it, yeah.
Control, baby, control.
And the fatigue factor as well.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
Hooking the toes right
Stay
there.
in position.
At least that was a position where it actually would help him.
Yeah, it would help him maybe spin around a little bit. He's getting in that armbar position. I just think Garnett's just too strong. Yeah, this might help him if he can pull out that way.
Yeah,
if he can pull out that way, he might be able to get the leverage that he needs.
He's got a good armbar locked out.
Get your hands out.
I'd like to see him spin back out to the belly.
He's grabbing leg, trying to get that arm. Now, here's the problem. Can he get that arm with just one of his arms on there? And this is what I thought would happen. He would get in his position and hold it for another minute and a half. At this point, I think it's almost like a Hail Mary move. He's trying to hope that he can somehow extend that arm by extending it. What?
Wow.
That's weird. He broke up an armbar. That's odd. I don't really know what's going on here.
Good.
I mean, McIntosh was just holding him, but I tell you what, that armbar could pop out from any.
I was going to say, it's like when somebody has their back and they that up.
No, I
usually
don't.
the referee tell you, I'm not breaking up, you're in submission.
Good.
Right into.
And that was deep. That was a deep armbar.
Yeah, that was very deep. That was a little surprising.
Good. Under control, baby. Good.
You know, it looks like McIntosh is just in the bad position right now of being against a very strong, athletic guy.
Yeah, that's
fast enough and strong enough to keep you at bay with the strikes.
You know, again, it's kind of like the Kreider-Thomas fight. McIntosh doesn't look horrible. It's just, Garnett's just doing a great job of controlling and keeping his weight on him, and that strength has really stopped him from getting it.
Oh, no, and even when he throws these open-handed palm strikes, they're very powerful.
Yeah.
Wow, tough fight right there.
Great fight, though.
Yeah.
About a hand for both of these fighters, and that's sportsmanship.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 29-28 score with McIntosh winning the first round and Garnett winning the last two, but that first round was a toss-up, so we'll see how that plays out. It's a great fight by both guys. Both guys were in phenomenal shape. Here, let's see some of the highlights from that fight. You see creating the distance, some striking. Look at the power of Garnett just driving McIntosh back to the cage. There was that knockdown early in the first, and I think McIntosh would probably like to have that to do over again. Could not get that leg locked and lost his position. That was easily McIntosh's best round. We'll see what the judges think when the time comes. There you see that big slam in the second. I think that might have been a little bit defeating to McIntosh. You see him lifting that leg. There's a second slam in that second round. Great camera angles, great video. Excellent job from Fast Play Sports here at the B2 Digital Fighting Series, Colosseum Combat in Kokomo, Indiana. Kokomo Event Center. This place is packed. And we are about ready for the judge's decision. Brady L. Davis now has it. And let's go up to Brady with the results.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the bout going the distance, again we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. All three judges see this bout the same, and that is 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Carlos Let It Flow Garnett Jr.
He put up a great fight.
All right, Carlos, congratulations on a great fight. What do you think about the fight right now?
I think he just thought I was a striker. I mean, my background is wrestling, so I figured if I could feint at him, get him to react and shoot in.
Excellent. Well, you look very strong on the ground. Was that the game plan? How to get him on the ground, dominate position, lot of clean strikes. Any submission attempts you're going to think about going for in the future?
Yeah, I'm going to work more on my jiu-jitsu. I'll be training at Rising Phoenix, working on my Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So, yeah, I'll go for some submission.
All right, 2-0 now as a pro. What's next for you? Anybody in particular you want to fight?
Whoever they put in front of me.
I like it. Anybody they put in front of you. Congratulations on a great win. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Chris Lights Out Lytle with the winner, Carlos Garnett. Good fight. Now we're getting ready to move on to our second pro bout of the evening. Well, we had 29-28 scores.
Yeah.
So
Looks
first
like
round,
the first round was
McIntosh.
McIntosh. Yeah.
I think he would like to have.
Moving right along, we are ready for the next bout on the professional card.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
For this bout, your referee will be Josh Stewart. Judges Skylar Slay, Trent Genosa, and Scott Jones. Timekeeper Rob Madrigal. And now making his entrance to the red corner, Sean Johnson.
All right, we're going on to our second pro fight. We have 27-year-old Sean Johnson.
Training out of Iron Horse.
Yes, he's making his pro debut. He's 6-1 as an AMI, but making a pro debut here.
6-1 as an AMI.
6-1 as an AMI, yeah. So
very good record.
So his last win was a unanimous decision over Damian Swoke at Colosseum Combat 44. And so he's looking to make his pro debut tonight against Henry Huff, who's also making his pro debut.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So you have a 6-1 AMI versus a 5-1 AMI. Boy, you can't get any.
I can't wait for this one.
More even than that.
You know what I'm noticing here? Sean Johnson, might be his first pro fight. No tattoos. And the weird thing is, New Breed Tattooing and Piercing, longtime sponsor. Maybe they could pay him in tattoos.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Because if you want a tattoo, from what I gather around these parts, it's one of the best places.
It is the best place to go. Actually, it's where I get mine done, and yeah, and they actually do tattoo removal there as well.
Really?
Yeah. So piercings, tattoos, and
we also have Cricket Wireless. I'd like to thank them for being part of the thing that makes this show come off and happen, actually, which is a great thing. We've talked about this many times, having local shows like this. We have to have a venue and a place to make fighters from Indiana go to the next level, and this is where that happens right here.
Yeah, and it's not on the sponsor list, but I know Slater, who's the promoter here, does get hotel rooms at one of our hotels here for the fighters, and it's a very nice place, and I mean they help cater to all this stuff and give discounts for the fighters to come in, and so
which one is it?
It's La Quinta.
And now making his entrance to the blue corner, Henry Huff.
So La Quinta, I guess is how you say it. La Quinta.
Sure.
La Quinta.
Henry Huff, that's our other fighter coming out right now, pro debut from Portage, Indiana.
Yeah, his actually first loss was his first amateur fight, and he's won 5 in a row.
Won 5 in a row. That's the way he'd like to do it.
Yeah. So he's coming out ready to go. I mean, you have 2 pro debut guys. They've paid their dues in the amateur circuit. Both have great records.
Sure.
So we'll see what happens in this pro fight.
Looks like this guy has had, of his 5 wins, 3 of them have been decisions. So
yeah,
he has had a lot of experience in there. A lot of time, that's the point is you have more time, you're going to be more relaxed out there typically, you're going to be more able to go and know how to when to spend energy, when not to spend energy, and that's kind of the name of the game. If you can do that, it's going to really serve you well as a pro, because these are 5-minute rounds, these are not 3-minute rounds.
Right, exactly. And there you see him, Team Cologne from Portage, Indiana is where Henry's from. And I believe this is his Colosseum Combat debut here as well, so. We do have a lot of Team Cologne guys come down here, but yeah, this is the first time I've seen Henry.
I thought that was Team Cologne.
Cologne.
I'm just kidding.
There you see.
Pro debut, but very good amateur background. So.
Hey, we've talked about this before. You see Henry getting checked there. That's I call him Handsome Rob Madrigal. He is a UFC referee. He's refereed quite a few UFCs in Chicago. He's done Bellator. And I talked about this in one of our previous shows. You get to come to a Midwest show and have
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division, with both fighters making their debuts this evening. How about a hand for both of these guys? Fighting first, out of the Barker's B&K red corner, he is trained in Kung Fu, representing Iron Horse, sponsored by Smith Jones Unlimited, weighing in at 138.7 pounds. From Anderson, Indiana, Sean the Brutal Noodle Will Johnson. His opponent across the cage fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner is a freestyle fighter representing Team Cologne, weighing in at 135.7 pounds. From Portage, Indiana, Henry Ha! Josh Stewart, your referee.
All right. We are ready for Huff versus Johnson pro debuts.
I like it. All right. There's some good dabs being thrown there. Both guys exchanging kicks as well.
They're coming out quickly in this fight.
That is a good thing about the lighter weight classes. It seems like they're going to throw a lot more punches.
Oh, good jabs there from Johnson.
Both guys surging, both fighters, right-handed fighters at this point. Haven't seen anybody indicate they might switch back and forth. Oh, powerful right hand still by Johnson. Landed to the groin section right there. He's fine. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to stop the flow they've developed. Right now. You know, definitely looked like that was an unintentional blow.
Yeah,
right
for
there.
sure. I actually missed it.
So it was a kick landed.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, and he attacks this Johnson.
He's got his back right now. He's going to get it choking. Very quick. He better. He's trying to loosen him up.
There's some great elbows and punches right there to the ribs, trying to soften him up.
His team imploring him to lock up the choke. Why his opponent was very hurt. Oh, he's got it in deep right now. I can't see it from this angle.
And once he can extend back and arch.
It's hard to tell if he's got it under the chin right now.
Left elbow towards me.
It could be very detrimental if you don't get it this point.
Burning those arms out.
Good job by Huff. Reverse position, jeez. And that might be a case of what we talked about a second ago. If he did Johnson burn his arms out a little bit there, go for that choke. Not doing a good job of trying to keep him against the fence, trying to keep him on the ground, back flat on the mat. Johnson is not having any part of it there.
Left hand under his head and push up.
Trying to establish the mount right now against the fence. Terrible spot for Johnson.
And they've still got 3 minutes to work.
There's a lot going on in the first 2 minutes here.
You know how to get out. Look at the elbow.
I was looking for a head arm choke here.
Johnson's got to be careful not to throw punches from this spot. I know you don't want to feel like you're losing the fight, but that'll ensure that you do lose the fight by submission.
Move, you have to move. Push his hand away.
Johnson is still in a bad spot right now in the half guard with Huff throwing punches against him.
Go.
Johnson's got to do a better job of trying to get re-guard in this position. He's like I'm saying half guard. There's no way he's going to end out in the better end of this if he's in half guard.
Yeah, and you see Huff doing a great job of just staying on him so he can't stand up.
Back to the mount.
Back to the mount.
Right now. Now, he looked very confident in going straight to half guard once again. I just think he doesn't want to be in full guard. Johnson's really not trying to put him in full guard this point.
No.
He's trying to trade punches with him. And like we said earlier, you never win that battle from the bottom. Good elbows by Huff. Looks like Huff is working again to establish the mount position.
There he goes. Now he takes his back.
And he's going for the figure four of the body, but
back
right
in
to
the
the
mount.
mount. Right to the mount. Johnson doing a good job of bucking, trying to create some space, trying to do whatever he can to get him off him, but it's really not working right now. Huff's hips are very tight. He's got a good base.
Well, Johnson has done a good job of surviving for 2 minutes without taking too much damage.
He really hasn't. And once again, that's good.
Now.
Left hand by Huff right, going for a one-arm guillotine. If he can arch his back right there, If he can sit up and arch his back now, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Johnson.
And you can see him cranking on that neck right there.
It's very painful right there.
Turn him at the same time. There you go.
Good job by Johnson to fight out of this right now.
Posture, bridge, 40 seconds. There you go. Keep moving.
And Huff comes out of that right back into full mount, letting heavy punches, kicks. Go for a headlock move right here.
Here's the head arm choke right here.
End of the game right there. Sean needs to answer the phone right now if he's going to get out of this. Otherwise, I think we
If he finishes this is a great comeback from that knockdown early in the.
Not a lot of time left, though. I'm really impressed with Johnson.
What a great first round. Let's see. He might go out. Let's see.
No, 5 seconds. Wow.
He did go out.
Wow.
All right. What a great comeback for Henry Huff. Great comeback. And you guys see Sean Johnson go out there with the head arm choke. Great job by Huff. Both fighters showing the good sportsmanship that goes on here at the B2 fighting series, Colosseum Combat. Johnson's a little frustrated, but you know he had an opportunity here early in the fight. He had a great strike, great knockdown of Huff, and just couldn't finish. So we'll go up to Brady out here. You can see early in the fight, there's the knockdown. He attacks with the leg kick, takes his back. What an action-packed first round. Great elbows. Johnson was dominating in that first minute and a half. And then here you see the finish. And you can tell he goes out right there with those leg kicks. That was the last bit of blood that was flowing through the body when Huff was putting the squeeze on. Great fight. Let's go to our ring announcer, Brady L. Davis, with the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 4 minutes 57 seconds in the first round, your winner by tap out due to arm triangle, Henry Huff.
We'll go to Chris Lights Out Lytle with the winner, Henry Huff.
All right, congratulations on a very entertaining, great fight. Now, this is your first professional fight. Did you notice the difference between the 3-minute rounds and the 5-minute rounds?
No, I've been ready to be a pro since a couple fights ago in my amateur career.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it seemed right there he hit you with a good punch early in the fight, took your back. How close was he to finishing that? Was it close at all? Was it choke in there? And how did that feel when you were able to get out of that?
I said it once before in one of my fights, if you're going to choke me, you're going to have to put me out. I won't tap. I'm not scared. It is what it is.
That wasn't close to getting in there, not really?
No.
Okay. So at the very end, you did a great job. You were in dominant position the whole time. Can you talk us through what you saw to lead to that arm triangle that you got there?
He just gave it to me and I took it.
All right, well, fantastic. Look forward to seeing you fight again. Thank you very much. Congratulations on a great fight. Thanks.
All right, there you have it. Henry Huff with the head arm triangle wins with the wins when Sean Johnson could not continue. He went out with 3 seconds left in that first round. What a great fight.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was going to be able to hold it out.
Yeah, I thought so too.
A couple seconds left, couldn't quite get it.
Usually you can tell when those legs start to kick, that's the last bit of blood that's flowing through the body, and that's about it. All right, now we're ready for our next fight. It's co-main event of the pro card. We have local boy Kier Ross is going to take on Marcus Hall.
I know you've been very excited about this fight. I know you've talked a lot about Marcus Hall. When was the last time you fought?
2015. I know, it's a long time.
I wonder, I mean, and it makes you think, why did he stop? Was it injury?
For this next bout, your referee will be Rob Madrigal. Right. Judges Scott Jones, Brandon Gallo, Josh Stewart, and timekeeper Carson Gaines.
All right, I'd like to thank absolutely.
We are now ready for your Colosseum Combat 46 co-main event of the evening. Making his entrance to the red corner, Marcus Hall.
Yeah, I tell you, that one of the reasons why I like him is because I do remember one of his early fights where he had a 10-second knockout of Cameron Van Camp. And this is when Van Camp was still an amateur. This is when they were both amateurs. And Van Camp was just dominating people at that time. Mm-hmm. And when I saw this, I was literally in shock when I saw how quickly that thing went down. I was one of the referees that evening, and I'm looking like, wow, where'd this guy come from? Van Camp came back and redeemed his loss, but Marcus also had a Chris Lytle Hall of Fame hook and shoot fight.
Did he really?
Yeah, I did my research on that one. Yeah, he had a round 2 TKO in that show. So, tell me a little bit about the hook and shoot. So, I know you started there and had a lot of fights there.
People don't realize how big of an event hook and shoot
was.
Absolutely. Back in the, late 90s, early 2000s. There was the UFC. You had then maybe King of the Cage. I don't remember. There was not many organizations. When you would fight UFC or Pancrase, they didn't put on enough fights, or that could be the only place you fought. You had to fight in other places, And this was one of the biggest ones in the country, amazingly, in Evansville, Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
I had some big fights there. I fought some tough guys. I fought Aaron Riley there, and so had some success there, and that helped propel me to the UFC, and so I was able to become in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they put you in the Hall of Fame there. That was awesome. Yeah, it's a great.
And now making his way to the blue corner, Kier Ross.
Like I said, if you really look into the who's who of mixed martial arts fought in hook and shoot back in the 90s. Anybody fought there.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the fighters. This is before I was refereeing or anything. I was just in jiu-jitsu, and I'd go to school every morning, and I'd get on the internet, and I'd start looking up. I'd look up all the cards, and I'm, reading, okay, well, who fought this weekend and who did what, and I try to keep up on stuff like that, and that was hook and shoot was one of the main ones. Yeah. Actually, Jeff Osborne was one of the commentators for the UFC there for a while once they started taking those guys from hook and shoot to UFC.
That's like Jeremy Horn and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's just like it's like Colosseum Combat. I'm telling you, Holbrook has fought here. He's in the UFC.
Yep, absolutely.
We've had Lapsley fought here. He's fought in the UFC. We've had Austin Tweedy has fought here, and he just was recently on the Dana White Fight Series. So, guys come here, and this is a legitimate show where these guys take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Well, here you have Kier Ross, and I kind of put down, he has that Hector Lombard build, man. He's just like a little bowling ball, man. Yep. I know he's been such a great wrestler. He trains at Gaha Jiu-Jitsu here in Kokomo. He's pretty much their wrestling coach.
Wow.
They've got a boxing coach here that helps out, and then they have their jiu-jitsu as well. So, they actually moved into a new building, a bigger building recently because they've had a lot of guys coming in there. So, he's going to keep making them better there. You see Kyle Thomason with him who won tonight. But Kier's had a problem in the past. If it goes past the first or second round, he gets gassed a little bit and gets lazy. So we'll see what happens here in this fight.
Well, yeah, that could be a problem in the professional ranks. So let's see what happens here. And maybe he's been working on that. Different conditioning. His teammate who just fought looked phenomenal.
For sure.
He didn't look like he got tired in any way. So.
Well, I'd say they're always at the gym working out. They're always at the gym. So, he was 5-0 as an Emmy.
Well, and here's another good thing. A lot of that you can train very, very, very hard, but a lot of it is how you do it in the actual cage. Just how much energy you're going to expend. Like the mental preparation is a lot of it too. Even if you're in the best shape in the world, if you don't do it right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. This is your co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Fighting first, out of the Barker's B&K red corner. He is trained in boxing, Muay Thai, and ground freestyle. Representing Edge Body, weighing in at 152.9 pounds. Making his professional debut this evening from Evansville, Indiana, Marcus Hall.
Let's go, son. Let's go. Let's go, son.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is a freestyle fighter representing Gaha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA Academy, weighing in 156 pounds even, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From Kokomo, Kier Kappa Ross!
Well, you heard that from the local boy, Kier Ross.
Well, yeah, we know the crowd's going to be for him. Let's see if that makes a difference.
All right, here we go. Look for some explosiveness out of Marcus. That's what I remember about him the most. So I'm kind of excited to see him.
Southpaws.
There you
man,
see.
hard punches being thrown right away by Marcus. Jeez. Like you said, I can see a 10-second knockout.
And there's the wrestling from Ross. Wrestling is what's going to win this fight for him, I believe. If he stands up too much with Marcus, it's not going to be good.
Now let's see if Marcus is going to have the ability to get back to his feet. That's what this fight's going to be about as well.
Well, and you know, you talk about ring rust. 3 years is a
awful long time.
Long
It's
time.
an eternity in this sport. He did a good job of getting back up, but it's not away.
And let me tell you, today is September 22nd. His last fight was 9/26. So you're talking almost exactly 3 years to the date.
Wow. Good takedown defense right there.
Good. Now scramble out. Scramble out.
Looking to throw some knees in there. He's trying to do anything he can to get Ross off of him right now. Ross does not want to give up 1 inch of space right now. He knows if he does, he's going to be in some trouble. Marcus Hall can flat out throw some leather right there. Good defense.
Oh, no. Way to keep moving by Kier Ross. There's a good takedown. Again,
right
you can see that wrestling.
Right to the mount position. Exactly where he wants to be.
There you go. Now push back.
Now, luckily for Hall right now, he's in his own corner. His corner can give him all the instructions they want right now. They're listening to him, seeing exactly what he needs.
You see Garnett there in his corner who just finished fighting. So
now, right now, Ross is very happy to be sitting in his half guard throwing punches. A good wrestler, very difficult to get him off right there. Man, good job getting back.
Great job.
Now tag, push, get some distance.
Look at that balance. Wow, good job by Hall to not get taken down. He was lifted up. Here's a question I have to think. Is Ross spending too much energy to get these takedowns?
well, you can tell what Ross's game plan is, and that's just,
Yeah, we knew that going in. Here's the
Absolutely.
problem. Is he going to waste too much energy doing that?
Yep.
If he doesn't get him in the position he wants, is Marcus Hall going to be able to throw really good punches and really put a hurting on him?
Who is expending more energy here? The person doing the takedown or the one that keeps fighting and getting up?
Depends on what's going on and what kind of takedown. I would say in this position, Ross. Ross is expending a lot of energy, lifting, trying to hold him down. They're both actually expending quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I will say, once they do hit the ground, Marcus Hall does a great job of just doing everything he can to get back up.
He's very explosive. And see, boom, got right back to his feet right there.
Get out of there, baby.
And got his back to the fence pretty well. Look at these both guys' mouths look like they're open right now. I'm telling you, that is a tremendous amount of energy to be expending right there. And you still got nearly 2 minutes to go now.
Work your way out, work your way out. Breathe, you're doing fine, baby, breathe. There you go. There you go, it's coming.
Definitely looks like a time to take a few seconds of a break right there. And now you see Hall back kind of flat against the fence. He doesn't want to be in that position. That's the last place he wants to be. He's doing a good job of trying to get out of it, but he's not breaking the grip right now. He's getting the forearm across the throat, exactly what he needs to do. Landed a good knee there. Ross is doing a better job of implementing his game plan.
Yeah.
That forearm across the throat.
Oh, that
right
was a
there.
nice knee. Two nice knees.
Forearm against the throat is a beautiful move.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, he's definitely hurt right now. Push that forearm across.
You can see him let that grip up once he took a couple of those knees.
Yeah, he has to.
Circle out, baby, that's good.
He's doing a great job putting that form across. Creates a little bit of space right there. That's exactly what it does. He doesn't want the chest-on-chest pressure. He's got to push it away. The only way you can do that by putting the form across the throat, pushing him away. Great job by Hall there.
Space, baby.
You can tell the pace has slowed down.
Oh, for sure.
So much energy expended in the first 3 minutes there.
Well, like I said, I've seen Ross in the past in amateur fights, even after 3 rounds, or the 3-minute rounds, and he would kind of gas a little bit going into those third rounds. So
I mean, wow.
he spent a lot. It's like he has a Charlie horse or a.
Telling you, man, I really feel like at the end of that round, the last minute, Hall did a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. And you can see the effects of it right here.
Hall looks a little more fired up in the corner than I think he was even in the fight. Now this fight might be over.
It might be over, and I think if it is allowed to continue, Ross is in some trouble.
I do too. I think he blew his wad right there trying to get that takedown. Spent a lot of energy, and when it didn't work, he tried to do a good job and take a break. Hall landed some good knees.
You will see, here's what will probably happen. You'll see Rob Madrigal, who's checking this out. At the end of this 1 minute, he's going to check with him and see if he can go. He may call the doctor in if the fighter says he wants to continue, but it's going to be up to the fighter. I believe this is going to get waved off.
Yeah, if he's continuing to look like that, they gotta say
that's it. Fight is waved off.
He can argue if
great. You know what a great comeback after 3 years off. You can hear one of Marcus Hall's fans out there cheering for him. There you see some of the highlights. This is up against the cage. Once he started throwing those knees, I think Ross was about done. There's a knee. There's a knee. He did a great job of creating that space, bringing the head down. Was some great camera angles right there from Fast Play Sports and the B2 Digital Fighting Series, Colosseum Combat. Marcus Hall looked very good in this fight. He fought the takedowns. He was able to stand up. And and Ross did a great job of getting the takedowns. It's just once he got down there, I think Marcus Hall did a good job of using his length and leverage to recover and stand up. So. Ross is still having a hard time even just standing up. I'm not sure if it's an ankle or a toe injury. I think we're going to go to Brady L. Davis with the winner, Marcus Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the fighter not being able to enter the bell, your winner by TKO due to injury, Marcus Hall!
There you hear it. Now let's go to Chris Lights Out Lytle. We'll go to Chris.
All right, Marcus Hall, fantastic fight over here. Here's my question. 3 years, what have you been doing?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, chasing this sport, doing what I'm doing, you know how it goes. You Chris Lights Out. Used to watch when I was little. I was fat, like 275. Man, just a struggle. Sleeping on all them floors. I got a newborn and a stepson and a daughter. I had to work, man, and save up until I ran into Blake. My cousin Carlos, he kept working with me, and we all just came back together again. And I just was like, it's time, man. So I just went ahead and turned it over. I did a couple kickboxing matches. I was supposed to fight Kerry as an amateur, but he hurt he had an injury, so we had to postpone that. So I just been trying to work just to get here, man. It's been an honor to come here and fight for all y'all, man, to put on the show. I prayed like 30 times back here because You know, I ain't fought in front of a big crowd like this in a minute, so I just thank God for putting me here, for letting me fight y'all and get y'all a good show, man.
Man, I got to be honest, you look phenomenal out there. Great takedown defense, great knees. Two of those a pro now, correct? What? One of those. Okay, what's up next for you, buddy? What do you want to do next?
Anything, man. I'm ready for fight, man. I'm going home and train, man. I'm going home and train. As soon as I get home and run, train, push these hard sleds, man, for real.
Hey, we look forward to watching you fight. Congratulations on a great fight. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
There you have it. Marcus Hall, he's been kind of training.
Ladies and gentlemen, your co-main event winner, Marcus Hall.
All right, well, you heard he's just kind of been training and doing up stuff. And
I really like that story. He said he had kid, he had to work, he had to do a lot of different things to make this a dream, a reality, and that's what you want to hear from us. That inspires people right there.
And your winner for the 50-50 drawing for the Ronnie Browning charity
I really look forward to seeing him.
is ticket number 9917643.
That same explosive
7643.
Without a doubt.
You can pick up your $35 right here at the announcer's table.
Explosiveness, the ability to get back up from being taken down several times.
Well,
Geez, he's did a great job.
Well, how about being 3-year layoff and you come back as a pro?
And please remember the Colosseum Combat official after party at Bose River Room, just south of here on 931. Thank you. Immediately following the event.
All right, and I believe we're ready for our main event of the evening.
Yes. All right. Before that, we'd like to thank.
And one last time, please don't forget our new Colosseum Combat apparel over against the far wall. T-shirts, $12 each or 2 for $20. Baseball tees, $25 a piece. And tank tops available, $20 for 1 or 2 for $35. Tumblers also for $20. Colosseum Combat tumblers for $20. We will have a brief intermission.
Oh, we're going to do it.
We have another new sponsor here. We have Club Revenge.
Club Revenge and Cottingham Concrete is also another new sponsor.
That's right. One more here, Summit Salon Academy Kokomo.
I believe we're going to take us a quick intermission, probably to get Kier taken care of in the back, and then we'll come back out and be ready to go on with our main event of the evening, Casey Jones versus Lloyd Thornton. I'm excited about that.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's, Grateful Dead song, right? Casey Jones?
That's right. All right. So we will see you in just a few. All right, here you see Casey Jones. We're back. We're back to the main event. They took care of Kiera in the back. And we were ready to give us much.
Yeah, just kind of, hey, you're up now.
Yeah. So there you see Casey coming out. Casey is 1-2 as a pro, 6-2 amateur record. His last fight was in August of 2017, and there's a KO here at Colosseum Combat 40. He does have 3 losses by submission.
Bit of a layoff again.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been fighting, since 2012. That's right when sanctioning took over. I believe his actual first fight was not. 2009 is about when sanctioning took over. So.
Actually, it was in 2010.
Yeah, it was Lloyd I was thinking of that had a couple fights before sanctioning because he fought LFC 34. That was actually one of the first events I ever refereed.
Really?
And they had. I want to say they had about 28 fights on that night.
Jeez, what a nightmare.
And,
yeah, go to about 2 in the morning.
Yeah, we did. We went to like 2 in the morning, and I remember Dave Stone and I were the 2 referees.
Yeah,
and
you got your work in there.
Yeah, I tell you, we thought, oh my goodness, it was.
You really earned your $100.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what it was. $100.
And now making his way to the blue corner, Lloyd Thornton.
All right, I've seen Lloyd train a little bit. He trains at the gym I do sometimes. So, I would say, in my guesstimation, Casey said he's been submitted 3 times. I say it's a pretty good matchup here because I think it's going to be more of a striking battle. Nobody's going to really go for too many submissions. So I might be surprised, but I know Lloyd's more of a guy who likes to strike as opposed to go for the takedown submission.
Well, I know he's been fighting. He fights quite a bit. He's been fighting some other organizations and kind of just goes back and forth and always comes back to Colosseum Combat. So you got to like that part of it.
Don't force anything.
We've kind of touched on this a little bit with this being a local show and having. I'll call you celebrity.
Thank you.
But I mean, we have 2 referees here tonight. Our referee in the last fight was Rob Madrigal. Here's Rob Hines. They both have refereed in Bellator and UFC. Hines has refereed all over the United States. I know Madrigal's just out in California, some shows reffing. I have guys like you that are here. I've seen Matt Mitrione down here before. We've had Holbrook's typically here when they have somebody fighting. If you weren't commentating, you'd probably still be here anyway watching,
Absolutely. So, like I said, there's only so many organizations around here. This is one of the most consistent ones we've had in the state of Indiana in a long, long time. People don't really understand what that means to be putting on over 50 fights in the sport of mixed martial arts. It's very difficult to do. That's years and years and years of doing this. So consistency is key. It's everything. If you're a consistent fighter, if you're a consistent person around, you need a consistent organization to help you get to the next level, and that's what this is. Probably the best place around here. I will be here when I can to help out,
right?
And all the other local guys will, because we want people to make it to the next level. People you train with, that's the goal.
Well, I was going to say, just like you said with Lloyd Thornton, that you've sat and trained with him and watched him train and stuff like that. I mean, you don't get that very often that a guy that is just a normal average guy can go into a school and train with somebody that of your caliber.
Fights on TV. Yeah. I mean, that is the beauty of mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
people
I think
can
so.
Still get that.
I think so as well. Speaking of Mitrione real quick, he's got a fight coming up here.
Big fight coming up.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Bader, can't wait for that.
Yeah. That's a big weight difference there. So,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colosseum Combat 46, part of the B2 Digital Fighting Series. This is your main event of the evening. Let me hear you, fight fans! This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Rob Hines, your referee. Fighting first out of the Scared Rabbit red corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Carlson Gracie, Northern Kentucky, weighing in at 136 pounds even, with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. Fighting out of West Harrison, Indiana, by way of Cincinnati, Ohio, Casey Jones. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 Digital blue corner, is also a freestyle fighter, representing Indie Boxing and Grappling, sponsored by Fresh and Faded Barbershop and Authentic Truth Pieces, weighing in at 134 pounds even, with a record of 3 wins and 9 losses. From Indianapolis, Indiana, Lloyd Colossus Thornton.
All right.
Fighters to the center of the cage for final instructions by referee Rob Hines.
This is a Colosseum Combat main event. We've been over the rules. I expect you to follow my instructions. Protect yourself at all times. Lloyd, any questions? Casey, any questions? Touch gloves if you want. Back up, we'll get it going.
Those are some pretty interesting shorts.
Yeah.
I was going to wear those in my last fight, but I haven't. It's like, it looks like a little maybe the psychedelic stuff
Yeah.
You know, from the Grateful Dead. Maybe that's what it is.
All right, we're ready. We're main events underway. Like you said, it could probably going to be a stand-up fight. I'd like to see this.
Changing kicks right there. Low looking to counter strike, it looks like. Casey definitely appears to be the aggressor at this point. Got a right-handed fighter versus left.
Oh.
Good kick attempt right there. Not attempt, good kick.
Nice knee to the body from Jones.
And Lloyd did not like that very much, you can tell. Good leg kick. Lloyd's got to watch out the way he's ducking it. He could duck it right into a knee. Ducking his head low to the right. A good left knee would really probably end the night for him. Good leg kick right there.
Wow. Went for the head, about snuck that one in. Jones is looking pretty sharp right now.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice body shot.
Boy trying to counter with a body kick. You can just see a difference in the power level when they're throwing punches and kicks, in my opinion.
Yeah, Thornton seems to be kind of lowering his head and throwing for the. I think he's throwing from Indianapolis. Maybe I'm not sure, but.
A little low blow right there. Unintentional, look like.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to hit that inner thigh, and accidents happen, right?
That's the nature of the sport.
Yeah.
You're going to get low blows sometimes. That's why you wear a cup, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, the key to this fight for me is the power difference between the two guys. It looks like Lloyd is definitely not hitting quite as hard as Casey.
You can
does.
see
Casey
the-
is throwing a little bit more danger.
Right to the
definitely landed around the cup.
And you can see Jones, he knew right away that
Yep.
it was an accident, nothing on purpose.
Okay, Lloyd's back to his feet right now. That's a good sign.
And he gets 5 minutes to recover on this one.
Yep. It's only been less than 2 minutes. So it's
Exactly.
not like he should be super tired.
Yeah,
So you don't have to think he's doing this just to get a break. He's
No,
probably doing it because
right.
he actually hurts.
Right, and you know, and that's the other thing. I mean, when it's in the first round, he's probably not looking for a break. But if you had the 5 minutes, would you take it, or would you? Especially if maybe you've been on the losing end of a couple.
That depends on what's going on. Usually, part of my game plan was to be in better condition than the other guy. So I never wanted. I'd try to get as soon as I was all right. I'm going back to it because I.
Well,
was
he's
so
all right.
good.
And he
Landed
came
a
out
good left
throwing it.
hand
Yeah,
right
he
there.
did.
He's throwing harder punches now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he is.
Like that angled him a little bit. We're trying to get the takedown right here, but Casey's not having anything to do with it. Lloyd, good turnaround, inside trip attempt.
To me, the thing I've noticed is it seems like Jones's punches are more straight on, and Thornton's are more kind of looping.
Oh, absolutely.
Looping right.
Oh,
Nice job.
Well-timed turn right there. Why does Casey went to throw?
Oh, now anything you can do, I can do better.
That right there was a knee attempt. I don't think that had to do with either. Might have looked like it because, hey, you just did that to me less than a minute ago, but I don't think that was the case.
Yeah.
That
was almost to the inside thigh / cup area.
Yeah. Definitely didn't look as clean as the other one, so
you know, and
probably won't be out as long.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot where they've thrown a knee to the gut, but maybe the shin lands on the
yes,
on the cuff.
That's another
I mean,
problem that happens a lot.
Yeah. All right,
It's
he's
very
ready.
difficult to throw a knee without the chin hitting sometimes.
Well, we have to ban him. We have to ban him from kicks and knees if they do it again.
Yeah. There you go, those straight punches you were talking about.
Oh, nice right hand.
Big right hand by Lloyd.
That's what he's been looking to land,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. But now he goes straight for the takedown.
And he's got that takedown.
Wow. Go for the guillotine choke.
Good hard
Going
punch.
for a guillotine choke. Go for the arm and guillotine at this point, or maybe a one-arm guillotine. It was a big right hand he landed.
Jones has seemed to recover, though, pretty well from it. He seemed a little wobbled at first, but now he's
actually getting the dominant position right here. What does he have right here?
He's got him a little
choke, but I don't think it's going to work.
No, doesn't look deep enough.
And now he better be careful because if he gets the leg out, he's going to get von Flute himself. Good reversal.
Nice job on the ground, yeah.
Wow. I know Lloyd has been working a lot with Justin King, another fighter we have out of indie boxing and grappling. So you can see where Justin's influence is coming in. Very good wrestler, very good ground fighter. He's got Casey Jones hemmed up pretty good right here, able to land some powerful shots.
Yeah, that was a nice elbow to the ribs.
Casey can do at this point right there. He's trapped in there pretty well. Well, then Lloyd gave up his legs again.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him stay on that side and keep landing elbows to the ribs.
That's kind of what I was thinking, Andrew. Right now, Lloyd doing a good job of sitting up. Casey to try and flatten him out. Good reversal.
Another reversal. Oh, but now Jones lands him out.
He went for the reversal attempt, but he didn't secure the legs.
And lucky for Thurton, there's only 10 seconds left or close to it.
Yeah, less than 10.
Well, they had this timeout, so the timer's a little bit off than our screen.
Yeah, we have, there'd be no time left. Actually, when he got mounted, he got 0 damage right there.
Yeah. There it is.
Very, very difficult round to score.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people looking at the screen, when you have those timeouts like that, it's hard to get the clock synchronized again, and so it was a little bit, it was just slightly off.
What do you think about that round? I mean, like I said, both guys had good spots.
Yeah.
Both guys had bad spots.
Yeah. I felt like Jones' striking was a lot crisper in the beginning.
Yep.
But once Thornton landed that right hand, man, it kind of turned into his round after that. That's a tough one to score.
I'd probably give it to Lloyd, too, but that was a very close round. I would not be surprised with anything.
Well, it's hard, and it was hard with those breaks in there.
Sure. To get a good flow going.
Yeah, to get a good flow.
Dominating. Yeah, like you're saying, Judge definitely throwing the straighter punches, Lloyd looping.
Yeah.
When they land,
They land, I tell you.
I think that Lloyd needed that because I don't think he punches as hard as Jones, so I kind of even it out when he's throwing those power shots like that. All right back to the center and see what we have here for round 2. Oh, Lloyd coming out throwing hard punches again. Good body kick. Wow, good body kick right there. Oh, good. Was that to the face? I couldn't. That was a tough one. Lloyd's just swinging for the fences at this point. That's a great strategy unless you get really tired.
Anytime you can knee the legs or stop the feet is a good thing.
Take that.
Good takedown attempt by Jones.
Settling pressure. Keep those underhooks.
We're doing a good job of avoiding takedown, looking for areas when he can strike.
Yeah, he threw a nice little knee there. I'll tell you, man, the grappling has been pretty equal on both sides in that first round. So
I would agree. So Lloyd's doing a good job of keeping from getting his back to the mat.
Oh, nice elbow.
Now who's doing the damage from this position? That's what we're going to have to see. Jones has got to do a better job of trying to get those. He's got the legs trapped, but he's got to utilize them. He's got to pull them out. If Lloyd is sitting up against the fence, he's not doing anything besides getting hit. Lloyd working to get back to his feet, can't quite do it, but he's still in the dominant position with the choke right now. Okay. Not anymore.
Now, do you think the referee will let the...
No, he's going for an ankle lock.
Foot, yeah. We talked about that earlier. It's not always a good idea if you can't get it.
Looks like they're both going to trade ankle locks in this position.
Thornton threw a nice punch from the back, I tell you.
Another one.
Spin back around. Nice. You know, Thornton's doing a great job of landing strikes when he can. Nice elbow.
Good elbows. He's got to watch that leg. Jones is taking a tremendous beating right now. He better get this submission, because if not, I think he's going to be in some serious trouble. And Lloyd is doing a great job of finding strikes when he can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finding positions right now. Jones putting himself in bad positions. Lloyd making him pay the price. Elbows to the body.
And they're not just to soften him up. He's going punches.
Good job of trapping the arm right there. Oh, there's a triangle, but no. He's just going to go for the choke, it looks like.
On top, turn on top.
Elbow.
Great elbow.
Lloyd's doing a great job of not even worried about the submissions as much. He's trying to take advantage of the position to strike. There's a time for everything.
Yeah.
He's using his time very well right now. Got a choke locked in, but he's not really wasting any arm strength with it because he doesn't think he's going to get it.
Looks like
he's getting in there.
He got the choke in.
I can see. Doesn't look like he's got it.
Now he might.
Now it's getting in.
Seemed like it was a little bit on that forearm. Now it's getting sunk in. There's the tap. There it is.
By Lloyd. And I stand corrected.
Yeah, right there's the tap. What a great fight by both guys.
Good fight, good fight.
Good fight, boys.
It really seemed like the tides turned after that first round when Thornton landed the right hand and continued on into the second round. We'll get some replays here. Oh, there was the low kick that we saw a little bit ago. And there it is. Let's see that right hand. Bow. Big right hand. There's the takedown, and then we had a great grappling exchange by both guys. We are ready for our winner announcement for Rob
Ladies
Hines.
and gentlemen, at 3 minutes, 12 seconds in the second round, your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Lloyd Colossus Thornton.
We'll go up to Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Lloyd, congratulations on a fantastic performance. Give us your assessment of your fight there.
Well, I anticipated that Casey was a very good striker. I knew he had some good ground game. I wanted to anticipate everything he throw, get ready for counters, and just pull out the submission when like I wanted to. I worked on my ground game and wrestling relentlessly, and I knew it would pay off.
You look like right there when you get the position, you were looking to land devastating strikes before you went for the submission. Was that a game plan because it worked beautifully?
Yes, it was. Ground and pound was something that I worked on a lot at indie boxing and grappling with everyone bigger than me, same size as me. These guys put the screws on me every day with the same game plan, so I knew if they could do it to me, I could do it to someone else.
All right. Well, Lloyd, great victory. Who do you want to fight next, and where are we going to see you fight? Are you going to come back here? What's your game plan?
Colossus loves being in Colosseum Combat. I feel like this is my home. The next person I would love to fight, very, very good guy. I fought him once before, fought him on short notice. I would love to have a full camp again. Dexter Deontay Wright. If I could ever get a rematch with him, it will honor me greatly.
I love it. You guys heard that right here. Look forward to seeing that. Good, congratulations. Great. There.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it.
Once again, your Colosseum Combat 46 main event winner, Lloyd Colossus Thornton.
Underneath the neck. Right now, it's not under the neck.
And a hand for your post-fight interviewer, UFC veteran Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Sinks it in right there under the.
Thank you once again for joining us. God bless. Shady Brady, I'm out.
Choke sank in, was nice and tight. Yeah. I'm waiting on Chris Lytle to come back so we can wrap up tonight's event. All right. Well, that was a good end to a good night. We had great. It seemed like the tides really turned once Thornton landed that right hand in the first round, and then he just carried it on into that second round.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he was a more dominant fighter after that, especially when he would get in dominant position or even not the greatest position. He was landing strikes.
Yeah,
he was landing powerful strikes.
Well,
he stepped up his output as far as how hard he was throwing too.
Yeah, and even after the groin strike, he came out throwing a lot more angry.
Like
so yeah. So I mean, that was a great night. I mean, we had some unfortunate with Kier Ross being hurt, but I'm telling you, Marcus Hall looked phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I look forward to seeing him fight again.
Me too. And Henry Huff looked great. Carlos Garnett
looked like a beast. Hard to deal with that guy.
If he could maybe get a finish, I think he's going to be a more exciting fighter.
And he talked about that. We talked about that, him getting more groundwork and more submission work, and I think he's going to definitely take that to the next level as well.
Yeah. So. Hey.
These were every fight on here was good. You didn't have any boring fights, nothing that I was like, hurry up and get this fight over with. I don't really care who's on the card as long as the card is great. And
exactly.
I thought this was a great one.
Card.
I was very happy to be here. So.
Yeah. So
hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep. Hey, it's been a pleasure, buddy. As always.
Right on.
This is Colosseum Combat B2 Fighting Series from Kokomo, Indiana. We'll see you at the next show.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right.